All right. Everybody's back, it seems.
Yay.
So, we pick up Raina and Compton. You've been scouring the books for hours now. Probably with your intelligence that you have, Compton, you would kind of be able to do that little mathematical, you know how many words per minute you can read, you know where you're at and can do the math. You've probably been at this for about 3 hours or so.
Okay.
You're making progress in the journal. At this point, I would say you're probably about halfway at this point. So you're making progress, maybe 2/3. Roll me one more intelligence check just to see, because you rolled a crit. Roll me with advantage because you're making it through. Let's just see how far you're progressing through this. Raina, you can either help or you can roll one to assist. Like you could roll your own intelligence to kind of push this through.
16.
Okay.
Good. Yeah. Let's see if Raina can
I'm
kind
gonna
of
use my regular. I'm gonna
There
use my
you go.
regular die.
use those real crinkety clacks.
Oh, that's much better. See, this is why. That would be a 16.
16, perfect. So you're both working really hard because you guys broke that cipher pretty much right away. You're making good work. We're gonna say you're about 2/3 through this at this point.
Dope.
And you're kind of seeing the picture that's getting painted. You see Ophelia coming out, placing off. The tavern has, the spot scroll has started to fill up. Like, a lot of people are here now. They seem to be enjoying. And you can kind of tell why. Roll me a perception check, Raina, as you've been kind of... have you been kind of listening with an ear open this whole time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hold on. I can't get this to... That would be a... 24.
Yeah, you're with a 24. You're hearing the murmurs going on, people coming in, people going out. While it's been quiet for a little while, ever since you've been coming, well, especially for Compton and the rest of them, as you guys have been coming to the inn, it's been very quiet around dinner time. Not many people have been through here. It's very odd. It's so busy, but you hear, Raina, why? The town is a buzz, and they're all gathering at central areas to talk and discuss, and people are pitching ideas. Some people are trying to figure out what should happen, where we should go. Some people are trying to figure out who they, if we're doing, like, are we going to get rid of the elected official who runs the city? Are we going to be trying to contact Kadrick and see if they're electing someone to here? Do they need to go and talk to the Baron for this area to get a new official, or is it something they can take part in house? Everybody's just trying to talk it out, figure out what's going on. Are there more people who are connected to this in the city? Should we be worried? Just in general, everybody's trying to connect the dots and figure out what happened and where they go from here. So you can tell that everybody seems to be gathering. As you can also hear with the 24, you could imagine probably the same type of situations going on at the Sultry Apple right now, that it's very packed and people are just trying to communicate the best way they know how. And in a large group setting, everybody able to get information as quickly as possible. So the inn is quite full. You all have been sitting at this table for quite some time, so you haven't been bothered whatsoever. And the fact that you're standing by the mascot of the table, some people sit and, like, some people when they walk by have a good laugh seeing you sitting by the scarecrow. But other than that, Ophelia will stop out probably around that time. Hello, you two. I see you've been very busy for the past little while, investigating whatever, and she sees your papers kind of spread amongst yourselves, because I assume you wouldn't let them get too far away from you.
We don't want to lose track of any of them, for sure.
Exactly. So she kind of sees your little pile. So I see you've been working fervently, so I just what can I get you all right now? Tonight on here we have the stew on the hearth, just a little bit away from you here. We actually have a nice some of the farmers have brought some of their greens and that they've gotten off early. They kind of their own personal stash are brought in to help out. So we have some green salads and everything going on right now. What can I all get for you?
What are you hungry? What do you feel like?
I could probably have some of that salad if you.
Easy enough.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of in a mood, and my appetite's not real up right now. You got something easy? I can just like maybe some bread. You got some bread?
Actually, yeah, we have a bread bowl that I can give you.
Yeah, that'd be great. Just something I could pick at. Hey,
no problem.
Right quick, how you doing?
We can talk about that a little later tonight.
Okay.
Short form, better than expected, but not great. She gives you a little awkward smile.
I'm sorry to hear that. I was hoping for better after what it. Yeah. I get
that
it.
Situation is tense, but all right. But the overall situation is tenuous at best.
No, I get it. Just to kind of keep you on the up and up a little bit, Carlar's aware that we're aware of some stuff. We found something in a mirror, and we might have had a conversation with somebody that you might want to hear about. So just remind me if we talk later that we got to tell you about the basement.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping you all would be gathered. Everybody should be out of here probably about 9 o'clock or so. That's when we're going to be closing down. And then we're going to have you're connected to what's going on, so we're just going to let you know where we're going from here. Yeah, about 9 or so. We'll meet. We'll be here.
Right. I didn't have any intention. Ms. Rainey, you need to go anywhere? Because I figured I was going to stay here just the day.
I don't have anywhere else to be.
Yeah.
As you say that, you see the door swing open. You see Thomas looking all around the bar for a moment, and he runs up to your table. Miss Compton, Rena, Craig, sorry, Craig.
Oh no,
Craig?
this isn't Craig.
No, my name's Compton.
She points to the She points to the straw man.
Compton, Rada. Craig wanted me to tell you that him and Stowe were at the Sultry Apple.
All right.
Right.
Okay, bye. And he's
wait.
Yeah.
Come here. I gotta get that shit off your arm. That can't be there forever. Come back here.
He comes back.
And I manifest my quill. Just
yeah.
Give me your hand.
Reina's gonna roll up her sleeve so that he could see her tattoo in real life.
He puts his arm out and looks over, puts on the table, doesn't know what you're doing. He looks over at you. Wow, that's pretty impressive there.
Yeah. It's it didn't hurt that bad even.
Oh. That's this. He kind of he looks over at his arm. This hurt like a dickens for me.
It's all right, Thomas. We call you Green. That's fine. I turn the quill backwards so it's just the like the feather side, and I just start running it across his arm, and all the words just fade out.
Oh, wow.
It's a pretty neat trick, right?
That reminds me, you owe DM 5 gold pieces for the book.
You're telling I owe who 5 gold pieces? You're talking the general store?
Yeah, GM.
5 gold pieces for a run-of-the-mill romance novel.
That's pretty cheap, actually.
Is it really? That's great. Okay, that's fine.
You would know that's actually pretty cheap.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's okay. Okay. Is she still at work out here? She's a late riser and late to bed.
Yeah, she just said either I can get it from you and give it to her, or you can come drop it off to her one time.
I don't need to meet more people because I'm starting to get fucking roots in this town and I don't need it. How about this? Is Joffrey with Craig?
Well, Joffrey's working.
Oh, is he stumbling around?
No, he's doing real good. He's doing like, I saw him today and he ran into one of the horses and he got kicked in the side of the head earlier today.
He shouldn't be at work if he got kicked in the side of the head earlier today.
No, Joffrey walked it off like a champ, like he always does. But
how did that happen?
How did he get kicked?
Don't tell her. No, it's fine. People don't get kicked by horses often. Don't worry about it. Don't say Thomas. Thomas, look at me. Look at me. Focus. He can see though. Fine.
But both you roll me a persuasion check.
You're gonna feed her fear so bad.
Oh, mine's good though. That would be a 25.
What about a 26?
Nope, just kidding.
He like goes to talk to Raina, and he turns back to Compton, remembering that Compton is the one who's given him lots of money up to this point. No, he's not stumbling. He's doing real good.
That's great. Okay, here's the deal. I'm gonna give you 5 gold pieces. Okay, so that you can give that to Miss DM.
Damn, yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you finding that book for me, by the way. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you, I know this is foolish of me. Do not fucking make me regret this. I'm going to give you 1 more gold piece for you.
Uh-huh.
Mostly because you're a good kid.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't.
Yep.
When you say yeah like that, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure you pay my debt, though, because if I find out that you took 7 gold pieces to the sultry apple instead of the 2 that I don't give you,
no,
I'm gonna light you on fire.
Oh no offense. I'm more scared of DM than I am you. So if I don't pay her the money, and then she finds out that I took it, oh boy,
okay.
No magic would fix my rear end.
That's good to know. So Compton will dig into his bag, realizing that he's getting low on funds, and give Thomas the money.
6 gold pieces.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah.
1 to pay for the book, or 1 for him and 1 for the books. Oh, also let him know, because I assume you're going back to sultry apple now that you have money in your pocket.
Yeah, no, Stoat wants some potato skins.
I'm gonna tell you something that's a secret. However long it took you to get from the sultry apple to here, you better make it faster getting back, because if them potato skins is cold, she will stab you. Intimidation. Okay.
Yeah. No. Oh, she's a little one.
Oh, yep. Keep thinking that one. That's a great place to be in your mind palace. So she's the little one, because the size of a person, completely is associated to the sharpness of a knife. Okay, yeah, no, it's fine. Thank you. I appreciate you, Thomas. Also, I did talk to Luna Drim and let her know that it was my fault that she was supposed to not be in the barn. But then she also let me know that you told her already. So all bases covered. Same story.
And as you're talking, he's doing the nodding.
Get the fuck out of here. You're fine. You could do your thing.
Thomas.
Yeah.
You tell Joffrey. I understand. I'll talk to him about those horses later.
Oh, have you been kicked in the head too?
Not yet.
But can I give you a little word of advice?
Sure.
Don't stand behind a horse.
And he's
stand always to the side.
Yep.
They can't kick sideways.
Not yet.
No, their physiology restricts them from doing so.
Oh, it's a physical limitation.
They can kick angled slightly, but not to the side, horizontally. That's
All
a
right, Thomas.
thing. All right, bye. And he like runs off. You see him like book it to the back where the kitchen is, and then you see him like with this bowl with a like a little towel put over top of it, going at the door and running away.
Compton realizes at this point, now that like we've been interrupted from our work and we've talked to a couple of people, and when I turn back to the work, I realize that I'm like just right against Raina. Like, because in the time that we've been doing this research and I'm showing her stuff, I'm just constantly edging the chair closer. And I'm like, we're just at this point shoulder to shoulder. And he goes, oh, and it kind of like does that awkward chair slide away. My bad. I get excited.
Yeah, I noticed.
Look, I'm passionate about the education. Look, we learned such good things.
No,
Who do you think
great.
Voltis might be? That name sounds familiar. I don't know why.
I have no idea. How do you think he was walking behind the horse?
Joffy?
Yeah.
Probably like left foot, then right foot, then left foot again. What do you mean?
So I should go right foot then left foot?
Oh, no, I think you should just not walk behind the horse. Or do it quiet. Don't do it quietly, actually, because if he's quiet the whole time and then you accidentally is unquiet, then that's going to spook you and it's going to kick you. So maybe just be loud the whole time. Let him know. Maybe he was too quiet. I still think you shouldn't walk behind the horse.
Hey, I know we're like in the middle of this, but when the whole tattoo thing happened with him, Craig told me that maybe I should talk to you about this. I've got this tattoo, and she like rolls up her sleeve.
Oh, that goes
a
all
little
the
more.
way up.
Yeah, top to bottom. And earlier, Craig did like a little detect magic sort of situation, and said that my arm smelled bad.
You don't smell bad. That's I don't know what he's talking about.
Okay, well, good, because I didn't think so, but you never can smell yourself,
Right.
I guess.
No.
But he said it was in like a magic sort of way, which I get. It is. That makes sense to me. But here's the thing, and I haven't mentioned this to anybody before, but like recently I've been starting to get like sometimes I just like can't feel my fingers. And that seems concerning, right? And I know it has something to do with the magic, but I just don't know a lot about it. And I don't want to say, like, it's weird to have something on your body that you don't know about.
No. Yeah. I get it. Okay. Just so when you say you can't feel your fingers, you mean like that kind of like if you fall asleep on your arm or something, you wake up and it's just, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, kind of like that, or if like someone was squeezing your arm really hard and there was no blood going down there, and like
okay. What about
tingly.
now? He's gonna reach out and like grab your hand. Can you feel that? Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine right now. Yeah.
Do you want me to? Do you want me to look at it?
Do you think that would help?
Generally speaking, more information is always better than less information. So.
Yeah, you can look at it, and she'll turn around so that you can.
Compton will reach into his vest pocket on his chest and pull out the pearl, and I will ritually cast detect magic. So he'll, put his
identify or detect.
That's what I'm sorry. Identify. Thank you. And he'll take your hand in his hand and put his other hand like under your arm to kind of like put it in like a level state and try to get it into the light. And yeah.
Give me 1 second, everybody.
Do you think?
Oh no, I'm taking you with me.
Oh.
This is up to you if you're gonna tell her or not.
Oh shit. Hi.
Hi. So, you touch her tattoo and you identify it.
Mm-hmm.
The tattoo is a very intricate spell. Deep within the transcribing, the tattoo is almost random in pattern and everything like that at first, but as you identify it, it instantly clicks with you. This isn't a tattoo. This is a spell circle. And she has tattooed on her the spell of Word of Recall. But it's not her who chooses the word to recall her to a location. When the person who transcribed this tattoo upon her says the word of recall, can forcefully pull her back.
That's devious. You sexy man. Would I have the knowledge that if we were to alter the spell circle, would it break that?
You can roll me Arcana.
Okay. $26.
With a 26, the intricacy on this tattoo and the way it's applied. First, it'd be many different things you have to figure out before. If you want to write down, get a piece of paper out. These are a couple things that you first come to mind of what you're going to have to think, right?
Right.
You have to figure out what type of material was used to apply this.
Okay.
What type of ritual was done to apply this? And what type of being applied this? Because there's all different kinds, right? There's arcane magic, there's elemental magic, there's fey magic, there's so on and so forth. So you need to figure out what type of being, because that's kind of, even though it's a conjuration school, every type of school of magic
has
depending
a little flair.
on exactly.
Okay. And so okay. So when you say being, you effectively mean under the races,
What?
right? Like, is
Exactly.
it demonic?
Like,
is it devil? Is it fey?
Is it ancient? Is it ancient celestial magic? Is it ancient infernal magic? Is it fey magic?
Giant.
Is it just this standard arcane magic? Is it giant rune magic? Like what is it right here? Because you can't tell right now by just looking at it, but you know, like, because you identified it, what the spell is attached to this circle. And you know that you're going to have to, if you want to alter this in any way, because right now it is built. You know that building onto it will not edit it unless you know the stepping stones that it was built upon. Because then all you're going to be doing is writing a new spell on top of her.
Right. Okay. Fuck, dude. That's wild. That's dope.
All right.
Thank you.
How'd your secrets go?
Fine.
Yeah.
What did
We
he
saw you
say?
roll.
Okay. So
You're gonna have to cut that out, ain't you?
I figured it out.
Yeah, so you can tell her whatever you want to tell her.
Your passive perception is pretty high, right?
Yeah, 16.
There's definitely like a tightening in like the fingertip parts of the joints where he's holding your hand when he's starting to like really delve into this. He goes, "Oh yeah, no, great tattoo. This is oh man, it's intricate work. I love it. Who'd you say gave this to you again?
My grandmother.
Like you watched her do it?
I mean, I was there. I had some sort of, I mean, I wasn't like all there mentally when it happened, but I was present physically when it happened, and I don't remember there being anybody else in her
Okay.
house like ever.
All right. Okay, so there's I like you, right? I mean, I like you. So here's the thing. I don't yet know how it is that you take news that could be unfavorable. And I want... Do you want me to just tell you what I know?
Well, now you're scaring me.
You shouldn't be scared, but it is just one of those things that sometimes once you peer past, like, the veil, you just can't unsee what you see. It's like once you know, you know. And I'm of a habit of thinking that knowing's better than not knowing, but not everybody's like that. So,
No, I mean, if you know something, then I want to know it.
okay. So I'm gonna put it out here like this. This ain't a tattoo so much as somebody just wrote a spell on your body. Right?
Okay.
This is a specific spell circle for a spell called Word of Recall. Long story short, whoever put it on you can say a word and just pull you back to wherever the fuck they is at any time.
No. Yeah, at any time. At any time.
Yeah, they say the word, and you just fucking gone.
Well, even if they don't know where I am.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works, right? So I think if my studies, this is one of them things. People of immense magical power, they kind of don't have a mind for the small minutia of life, and so sometimes they'll put this on stuff that are important that they don't need to track, and then they just pull it to them at their disposal, right? Not to say that you're, a minutia in life. I'm just saying like it's a thing. Yeah, they don't need to know where you is.
Their property.
I didn't mean to say it that way, but that's exactly what it's kind of like. I was akin it to a leash of sorts. Like, it don't really matter how far out you stray, you're still kind of stuck.
Look, Compton, if she grabs your hand, I can't. How do we get it to not do that?
Yeah.
I can't do that.
See, I figured this might be the question, and I did kind of think about it a little bit. There's a lot involved. First, we absolutely got to know what kind of material was used to apply this to you. Hopefully, that might be an easy answer for you, because you're the only one. You're going to be the only one to know the answer to all these. Second, we got to know what type of ritual it was that was done. And then lastly, what type of being put it on you, meaning so every magic's got a bit of flavor, right? Like, firebolt is one of them ones everybody can throw fire. Okay, I'll take that back. Well, actually, I don't. Everybody can throw firebolt, anybody with the inclination, right? But depending on how it is you learned it, there's a little bit of sauce on it, right? So the way the Fae do it is different than the way that I would do it, because mine's very arcane based. It's not natural to the Feywilds. So all these different type of folk, they got a flavor, and we would have to know what that is. So we would have to know the flavor. We'd got to know the ritual specifically, and then whatever type of material. Otherwise, if I was to try to just write over it, put a big X through it, it just looks at it kind of as a layer on top of it rather than an X through it. Does that make sense?
I guess so.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to ask you, is this a moment where I just listen to the things you got to say, or are you looking to me to provide information? Because I feel like I'm looking at you and it feels tense. I get it, but I just want to make sure I'm not speaking out of turn.
No, I mean, all of that was very insightful, things that I've never thought about before. I just need help with this, I guess. I mean, I always thought that this was something that, sure, okay, I'm tied to the land, but if I walk away from the land, then I could just let it go. But if it's tying me to her, I don't want that.
Yeah, this is definitely not a land; it's a person. Compton, so you were holding, or Compton was holding your hand. You grabbed Compton's hand. He places his other hand over that hand and goes, look, it's okay. Okay. Like I completely understand that we don't have an answer to this today, but I got to tell you, you've made it to today so far. All right. I'm kind of hard pressed to believe that Grandma's just going to turn around and pull you back tomorrow. Okay. We should be prepared for that event, but I don't think that that's the case. We've got a little bit of time. And now that we know what it is that we's looking for, we can start kind of like trying to delve into that a bit. Maybe we can find a solution to this. Yeah, go ahead.
If it happens, though, like tomorrow, if I wake up and I'm back there, will you, I mean, we just met, so I guess, like, you guys wouldn't really have a reason to care, but, like, I just need someone to find me and get me out of there.
So, just to address this first and foremost, if you got pulled out of here tomorrow, we'd care, right? Like, that's important. Know that. We might be new friends, but we're fast friends. Okay. Not only do we owe you because you helped us do the thing we needed to do, you kind of cemented yourself. You put yourself into a situation that's really unfavorable, and I'm not going to leave you out on the line. DM, would I know of any kind of spell or means that would allow us to track a thing or person over great distances that isn't like locate object? Because I know that there's a boundary to locate object, right? But like,
roll me a Arcana check.
I think that the whole time you're talking, she's just like holding your hand tighter, and she doesn't notice because she's got like her fingers are a little tingly.
You're all numb.
But
If you know the person you're looking for, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you got the descriptions, you've met them, anything like that, you know that a good one to find the general idea. It's more like a snapshot of where their surroundings are. Scrying is a really good spell to tell in an area that someone is. When you scry on someone, you've heard about this one because they've taught it. Sarah Hoyne taught it in one of her classes, that it will give you the general surroundings of a person, but it will blur out the details besides the vicinity they're currently in. As she explained it during one of the classes was, if you need to tell a type of region someone's in, it works well that way because every region is different. But you have to be very aware when you're doing the casting scrying to pay attention to the person's immediate surroundings to try and give a general idea where they might be.
Right.
But to locate someone specifically in a location, you always have to be near the vicinity of where they are.
Okay. So here's my thought on this. The easiest way to start is we need to know where Grandma's at. Now, I understand she might travel. She might not be there. That's fine. But at least it gives us a general. If you're not here, that's where we think you might be, right? Mm-hmm. Assuming Grandma's the one who did this. Because you were in an altered state. It could have been somebody else, right? But that's a good place to start. Second, I really need to learn how to cast Send-In. Fortunately for us, I think Craig has a scroll left, so I need to copy that because at least at minimum, I can reach out to you and say, hey, you're not here, where you at? And then you can tell me. Third, I got to figure out how to scry. So those are now top of my priority list for spell acquisition. Well, I guess that's just two spells. And then we definitely need to be spending some time trying to figure out. We got to get into your brain past your waking mind, I think.
So, Raina, you do know the wilderness. where your grandma resides and where you were
Yeah.
taught. The Misted Moon Forest is where you would think she would currently reside if she had not left.
Okay. So her homestead is in the Misted Moon Forest, far out from Lernwick even, and I don't think that she would have. I've never seen her travel. When I was a kid, she traveled to Lernwick to get me, and since then, I've never seen her travel outside of the forest, directly outside of her homestead. Even if she had to go anywhere, she would send me. So I can't imagine she'd be anywhere else.
Good. I mean, that's great, right? I mean, that gives us
Mhm.
a pretty concerned. And Compton at this point has like manifested his book and his quill, and he's writing almost feverishly. Like he lets go of your hands to do this, and he's just writing down, the Misted Moon. He's writing down the specific things he needs to know about these in order to counteract the things for the spell, some potential short-term solutions. He's like, all right, so I know that's kind of heavy, right? But I need you to, and he just like disappears his stuff, and he goes back and looks at you, holds your hand. Look, I know that's a lot, and it's gonna be okay, right? It's better to know now, because now we know to take care of it. Otherwise, we wouldn't have known, and maybe you could have just disappeared, and then what, right? Actively working towards a solution rather than sitting on a problem and not knowing about it, right? See, we count that as a win.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say nothing if you don't want me to, but I think maybe you should let the others know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know that I'm ready to talk about it more. I need to process this.
Yeah. No, for sure. You know what? How about, and Compton starts just like grabbing the papers off the table and like putting them away. He's like, maybe we should just be done with this for tonight. Let's just, how about we don't worry about work and we maybe have a little bit of fun.
That sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. I know we could have fun here. They got a great bar. I mean, we don't gotta go nowhere. You want a drink? I'm gonna get a bottle.
Yeah.
Okay.
But not iced tea though, right?
Maybe one of each. Because to be honest, the iced tea wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
Right?
So as
And you could, yeah.
as you all look to get another drink at the bar, we'll head over back to another bar. Crag and Stoke. As the time has been going on, the place has been getting more rowdy. The coin has been being tossed. People have been enjoying them times. Games have been being played. A couple of the patrons have been taking advantage of the offerings within the bar. And once or twice, Charles has made his way around your table, checking if you all needed anything. What have you all been doing in this time?
But I think Craig has just kind of been drinking and enjoying the atmosphere. A bit faster than would be recommended, but he's not like slamming his drinks.
Yeah, roll me a Constitution saving throw. DC's 10.
It's 17.
Yeah, so you've been drinking, pounding them back, but you're still feeling a bit. You have your senses about you. So,
have you been eating at all, Craig?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Stowe would be watching you eat. Is there anything that's different? Are you eating very fast?
I will say, and the DM can say whatever this comes of this. He is making an effort to eat at a normal pace, like a normal person.
the hunger has not been overwhelming you today. So, though you have been hungry, and when that smell first hit you, you got that drive to eat. As soon as you eat that first portion, because you got a big slab, from Charles. And as you do, you take your time. You're able to control progress of your eating with that one. After probably the second piece, you could go without, but that hunger is still always ever looming.
As soon as he feels like he doesn't have to eat, he's going to stop.
Yeah, so he's not mounging down on it, Stoke, but you do see when he's done the first one, he calls Charles over rather quickly to get a second piece.
Instead of, instead of getting Charles to bring you another piece, I think Stoke would give you hers. And again, just watching you eat it very intensely.
He also does his best to act like he doesn't notice that, because he definitely would.
Roll me an insight check, Stoke.
Insight? Yeah, no, that was 4.
With what you're looking for, to see the patterns, to see that look that you remember upon others, you don't see that. You see a man who, as far as you can tell, yesterday was rough. Got pretty beat down. All of you, well, some of you had a pretty rough day. And Craig went face first into that one. You've seen people who's gotten in a fight and maybe eat themselves to try and heal back up. But there isn't that like watching him the way he is now, there isn't that ravenous eating that you remember in your past while watching the others.
Okay.
Yeah. Time passes for a little bit. Probably about a good half an hour or so until you hear the door swing open. Here's your potato skins. So, I told him, Bob, to write that you're here. They were reading books. And please don't stab me, Stone, if the potatoes are cold. I did my best to get here as quick as I could.
She tries one to see if it's like cold.
He did his best. But you know when you put like a towel over them and the mildew goes up top and drips down, they got that little, like the first couple got like, they've steamed themselves. They're a little bit soggy. They don't have that crunch that Ophelia's have when you get them nice and fresh on there. So they're a little bit cooled down, not hot, but kind of like got that little bit of mushiness. The flavor is still on point, very good, but that texture's not there that you expect. That nice little.
These are fine. Oh, right, we got his services. His services, right. She starts patting at her, trying to find her coin purse to pay him. I don't know how much this is supposed to cost.
Craig will just like hold up a hand to still like stop. He will lean over to Thomas. Hey, buddy. Just like glancing, like there's windows, right?
Oh yeah, there's lots of windows.
Like, can I tell what time it is about?
Yeah, at this point here, let me open up that one. Yeah, it's probably getting about 5:30ish, 6 o'clock. It's getting dark.
Okay.
Sun's setting, got that little orangish, grayish going on the outside. Like the one window when you peer out, that's got that weird, annoying, like sun glare. Like your eyes get directly hit by the sun because it's just that annoying, not set yet, but just still bright. Yeah.
While I got you here, I do actually have one more thing I need you to do for me. All these are paying jobs, Thomas.
Charles, water.
Here, and he will slide Thomas the remainder of his current drink, which is probably like half full.
He takes it and he just takes a big swig because he doesn't even look what it is. It's like
Constitution check dies. Just fucking dead.
He's fine.
Straight, boom. So he just chugs back. Yeah. What can I do?
There's a general store here, right?
Debs. Yeah, she's. I have to hurry up, but she'll be closing pretty soon.
Very good. So what I
wait.
need for you to do, I need you to get me there's like a tin of salve, some bandages, splints if they got them, shit, just like
You need like
gauze, big old patches of gauze if they have
you
them.
need like a travel kit.
Yeah. Mechanically, what he's asking for is a healer's
Oh, I
kit.
know. Yeah, I know what you're asking for.
He will pass off Thomas because Crag would know what that costs, right? Because I know what that costs.
Yeah, that's fine.
He will pass him over the 5 gold for the healer's kit, and then slide him 3, and there'll be a bit more for you when you come back. Be quick
Hey.
about it.
Yes, be quick. Okay.
Wait, hold
No
up.
problem.
There's also one for me. She puts another gold on the table to give him.
I mean, I paid him for you, but that's mighty kind.
Okay.
He sees the gold get put on the table. He's like,
Dibs. Before it closes, I got it.
Good man. Get on it.
you see it? Okay, roll me perception check, both of you.
This kid's gonna die of exhaustion, and it's not from this event.
Good.
Boy needs to work on his cardio, okay? We're helping.
Oh, he's gonna be working on his cardio.
That's a 20.
Get a
20?
13.
Okay, you kind of like you see the slapping, and like you're just laughing at him, and then still you notice he points like in the direction where Jesse is. He's like, and then he runs out the door.
The instant he is out of the door, what is Jessie doing?
She's doing her rounds.
Is she engaged in conversations? What I mean,
She's very quickly engaged in conversations. She talks to people, laughs, and then heads on her way.
I want to get up and go like intercept her between people.
Easy enough, yeah.
Hi there. You got a minute?
Looks at you up and down. Huh. I have as many minutes as you require.
I'm sure you heard this before, but I don't need too many.
Oh, well, that's too bad to hear.
I'm not as good company as you think. Could you get somewhere a bit more quiet?
She, as with your passive, you see all of a sudden that Charles, kind of out of the corner of your eye, as he's like making the rounds, you see he catches Jesse's eye and gives her like a nod. Ah, yes. Just, of course, just follow me right back here. And she will take you to a side door, and you see there's a little small hallway. And in this hallway, you see there's about 3 other doors. She will lead you through that hallway, and she will try and take your hand. Do you let her?
Absolutely.
So she'll grab you by the hand.
When in Rome.
Gingerly, yeah, so she's walking in front of you, letting you see the whole view as she very sultry walks along the way, holding your hand, guiding you. And she leads you to this door and opens it up, and you see there is a single bed, not very large, and very plain type room. Has a lantern inside. Stoat, you would see, if you're paying attention to Craig, he heads off to a room in the back.
Well, yeah.
With
Sto's watching. She's
Yeah.
eating the potatoes. Like, what's she doing?
Yeah,
And then
and
he sees him like get out of range, and she's like, "Fuck it," keeps eating the potatoes.
So she goes, leads you to this small room with just a little end table, a bed. The bedding's not as nice as, of course, Luna's rooms, but it does what it needs to do. And she goes and she takes a seat on the side of the bed and kind of pats down on it. She's like,
As soon as he's in, he closes the door behind him. He just listen, Miss Jessie, that won't be necessary. I need you to do something for me, but it's not your usual sort of thing, if you catch my meaning.
She looks at you and gives you like, give me
no,
a general charisma. Just give me a general charisma.
It evens out to a 0.
As you say that, she gets very guarded. She's like,
Okay, no, I don't mean no, not like that. Nothing here. Okay, allow me to be straightforward.
I would appreciate that.
I do not want to have sex with you. Nothing
She,
against
you
you.
see,
It's just
as
not
you
something
say
I'm
it,
here for.
As you say it, she gets a little more guarded. What
Okay.
do you want then?
Okay, that boy, what I've been harassing, Thomas.
Yes.
Could you just not for tonight while I'm in town? The boy has a sickness. It's not a catching sickness, it's a, brain sickness.
Well, it's
He needs to learn that there are other things, right?
as you say this, she relaxes her demeanor. She kind of like puts her hand up to her temple and just kind of lets a more comfortable position. I offer a service, sir, and he seems to enjoy it. It's his choice.
Of course it is. Here's the thing. The boy is, in my time here, I've come to like him. Not a whole lot. Not enough to do anything about it. Just enough to come here and talk to you. What does he pay you? I guess we can just have this be a more straightforward interaction. What does he pay you?
Well, he seems to enjoy having my company for most of the evening. So, the last time cost him about $1.50 for my evening.
Alright, here's what I'll do. I will reach into this pouch I got here on my hip. I will give you 5 to ignore him for the rest of the night. Just him, nobody else, just him.
She looks you up and down. Easy enough. Know him for the evening with such welcome patronage. How could I refuse? And honestly, for 5 gold, you may not want sex, but I do offer other services.
Okay, well, now you said that in such a way as to make me curious.
Wow. She looks at you and she sees like the bruises you have, right? Every once or twice, because she seems to be a very perceptive person. Looking you up.
Too perceptive. I need to get the fuck out of here.
She looks at you and she goes, "Well, it looks like you may have been in a scuffle. You must be rather sore. I offer massages. We have some oils I could get. Really, though we may not be in carnal bliss, I could still bring you forms of ecstasy without ever breaking your," and she sees your pendant, "your religious vows. Oh, holiest of healers."
It's not a vows thing, and I'm gonna say something, and I need for you to not look any further into it and just take my word for it.
She does like the leg cross and then puts her like very daintily on there. Of course. Whatever you want of me, I can do anything.
That would not be as pleasant of an experience as you're thinking it will be for either of us.
I wasn't worried about myself. It's whatever you wanted.
It would be very unpleasant for me then.
Oh. She gives you a look and kind of gives you like the pouty face and goes, "Well, you haven't tried it yet, so I don't know how you can jump to that conclusion." The rolling.
Crag is going to get the 5 gold out of his pouch, hold his hand out to her like he's going to drop it in her hand. This is ill-advised. I know that this is ill-advised, but the dice and the coin spoke. So when she like holds out her hand, he's going to lower it into her hand with his left hand, and with his right hand he's going to pull his sleeve up just enough.
Oh shit. Okay.
staring at her, not even looking at him.
Okay. We'll be back, everybody.
The fuck? I don't like it.
Oh no.
I don't want it.
What's up with his arms? Like, do we have any idea that he doesn't want to show anybody?
I kind of feel like he cuts himself.
No.
Yeah, I feel like he's covered in fucking scars. Like,
For religion.
or
No,
self-hatred, or
yeah, like he's so much like a beat yourself for your mistakes kind of guy. Kind of, sort of.
or maybe he's all bumpy.
He's just got some lumps. He doesn't want to show people.
Yeah. lumpy space crag. It'd be great. Oh man, we're never leaving Coruscant.
No, Jesus.
I sat at one table. I can't be blamed this time. I like your adventure. I want to know what the fuck you talked to Grim about.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember how yesterday we were talking, and I was like, I just gotta kind of like dial it in. And it wasn't yesterday; it was maybe the day before.
Right.
It's like I gotta find something to drive her because right now it's like, yeah, I'm going north just because like I didn't really have anything else. So I put a lot of thought into it yesterday. Stayed up way past my bedtime.
Yay!
Stopped myself from messaging Grim at like 4 a.m.
Boo.
Which kind of, and that's when I was like, so this is what she was looking for. This is what I have an idea for her.
Dope. That's exciting.
Something. There's just an extra little dot on the board now. Which is
I love it. And you're hanging out with Craig. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Keeping an eye
Like I
on
said.
Craig.
Keeping an eye on him. Well, he healed Joffy. He fixed his eyes.
That's
never
something
let
we
that
should
down.
tell everybody in every town we go to. Do you remember when I used to talk about how Isha killed a guy? It's going to be that for Craig. Craig can make blind men see.
That's what I want.
It'll be perfect.
No, man.
That tattoo problem is going to really fucking suck if we can't figure it out.
Yeah.
Aw.
It's gonna be at the worst moment.
Grim told
You're
me.
never. No.
I know. Grim was like, you can choose to share that or not. I was like, I don't want to own this. I don't fucking want to sit on this.
You just don't say anything. I get poofed away.
Oh, yeah. No, I knew that would happen. I just kind of wanted to wait to see how it worked. I guess we got to go find her. Side quest.
Oops.
It makes me think that your grandma either wasn't the person who gave the tattoo to you or is not like an elf.
Well, I mean, we know that like Reyna has some Fey blood like deep in the distant past, but not like she thought it was pretty distant.
It might not be that
Yeah.
distant.
And yeah, Grim did infer at one point that she would be up to some shit. Her grandma.
See,
Yeah.
and I assumed Fae because of elf, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that helps because that's our being, as long as she didn't go to somebody else. But in my mind, the only like thing that she may have gone to that's relative would be like hag, and I think hags are Fae too, right?
Maybe.
What does
Yeah,
the tattoo look like again?
It's like a lightning all the way from her shoulder like to her fingertips.
Okay.
Ooh.
No.
Well, hi.
Hello. So,
Oh.
you're eating the potatoes. You saw Craig disappear with Jesse into the back room.
Yeah.
10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes pass. No Craig. Yeah, it's not yet to emerge again.
My bowl empty?
Your bowl about this time is empty. What would you be doing?
At that point, she'd start looking around. Like, she watched Craig go off. She was like eating the potatoes, but when she went out of eyesight, she's like, "Oh fuck it, I got potatoes." Did Thomas come back?
He would not have come back yet, just time wise.
Yeah, well, she would just wait there. Just
All right.
people watch. Actually, what is Yeah, no, just people watching.
Okay. Roll me a D100 and say high or low.
We always high.
Okay.
And then we always roll low. Come here. There we go. 25.
25. So as you're sitting there, your potatoes are gone. They're all alone. By the time your potatoes are gone, it's probably about 10 minutes in. It's quiet. You hear people all around jovially having a good time, all by yourself. Anything running through Stoat's mind while she's just sitting there all alone?
She misses her friends.
Okay.
Thinks about all of them.
As you're sitting there, all by yourself, Charles rolls up to the table, comes and takes a seat where Craig was sitting. He comes and takes a seat. Oh, hey there. Don't mind if I take a seat here for a second, do you?
Oh.
If I'm bothering you, I won't. Just, you look here lonely, all alone here by yourself. Young girl like you shouldn't be being left alone.
I'm not young.
Apologize. Kind of like looks at your braids and your facial features. You age real well. That's all I can say.
It's like really, like really ugly face at him. Okay. Pete, I got a question.
I might be able to have some answers.
Have you ever seen a triangle that does like this, and then there's like these two bits at the top?
Yeah, I've seen some of those around town. Why?
Do you know what those are about?
Oh, some people when they're traveling through town like to leave little markings telling people what they've seen, heard, kind of little symbols for other travelers who understand.
Oh.
Yeah. Where'd you see that one?
Outside, on your barn, or on your building.
Oh, my building, you say? That's interesting. Should probably get that fixed. Thanks for letting me know.
But if it's just a, like, I've been here sign, does it matter?
Well, it's not so much I've been here. It's more saying things that others would recognize and understand. Kind of like warning signs or markings for other people. You know what I mean? That one in particular, I know that one. That one they're saying that we got guards patrolling here. Keep an eye out. They're not wrong, but I don't need people being warned of that before they come in here. I like to make sure that those who are around here are safe. They don't need to know how many people I got eyes in here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Do you mind if I ask you a question now, as I've answered yours?
Okay.
I've heard some rumors around town the past day or so, kind of been fluttering around. Busy place, lots of mouths. Is it true that you're one of the people who took care of those bandits up by the windmill?
Isn't that obvious?
I always like to. Rumors are rumors until they've been clarified.
Hey, where's that guy gone?
Which guy?
The one that brought us to the back the other night.
Oh, that Bart fella, right?
Yeah.
I don't know where he's gone. As soon as he left that door, he skirted out of there real quick.
You know what was in that? Like, you know Thamar. You were working for him.
Roll me general charisma.
And fuck subtlety.
4.
4. Looks at you. Direct. All right. We'll just get down to brass tacks. I was under his employ for a little while. Very easy. Informed him when people with a little bit too much money arrived in town and, wouldn't mind missing a coin here or there. Helping the town out, making sure we got everybody here is not so well off. And those who flaunted their money a little bit too much, well, they could help kick back to the town.
What did he offer you?
Not too much, really. Got to keep a portion of whatever I got. Gave him leads, and he made sure that some of my more sensitive items I'd like to procure never really had a problem finding their way to Corston.
Who else was working for him?
Well, that's the thing. Lamar was a pretty tight-lipped fella for the most part, it seemed. The only one I knew for sure was Danvor. He's the one who first introduced me to Thamar. There were people here and there who'd come by saying they worked for Thamar and give me my cut. And then they go along their merry way. Not too many names, always a new face here and there. Very rarely the same face every so often. Like Bart there, that was probably the second time I've ever seen him.
New faces every time?
Not every time, but every month or so, probably someone new. Very rarely did I ever meet with Thamar himself.
And what were you looking for? He said they would make sure something special came your way.
Oh, not something special. There's some items that certain law enforcement, if my packages were checked at the gates, wouldn't be ideally greeted within the town of Corston. So he made sure I had no problem getting into town. Don't worry, for my own personal uses. Nothing too illicit, I promise you. Gives you a little smile.
So,
With the silence, he kind of looks at you. I've been answering your questions, being pretty open with you. Is it alright if I ask you another question there?
okay.
What are you doing next after this? Do you got any plans?
Gonna kill Thamar.
Alright. That's your choice. No skin off my back, as far as I've been informed. Those dealings are done. So, you do what you need to do.
Do you have something else you think that we should do?
Whoa. As you say, you're going to deal with the Mar, and that's all fine and well and do. The only problem is now that my connection and my trade of these, my dealings, have made a little bit of a snag. And you seem like the rumors that have been heard about you and your group, you seem like pretty competent people who can get things done for, I've been informed, the right price.
I have no idea what you're talking about. What is...
All I'm asking is, the people I was dealing with, supposedly through Thamar, heard a name in passing, someone who he would deal with directly to get my goods. I was wondering, I can't leave here with everything that's going on right now, but I was wondering if you might be able to let them know that I'm still looking to trade, if possible. Like, send a message for me if you could. The only thing is, the place where you're going to be going is a little rough and tumble, as I've been informed.
Crane?
Looks at you, kind of does like the side of the head tap. Yeah. Gee, I knew you were smart.
Who do we talk to?
Well, the one there, first off, looks at you right deep in the eye. Do you have any interest in this line of work?
Leans in. I have no idea what work you're talking about. I just stab people.
Well, all it would be is you sending a message to someone to making sure that my trade is still open. You'd be a representative of sorts. Real easy. I just need to make sure that if I give you a certain amount of money, that it arrives where it's supposed to be, and you meet with the person I'm hoping you can meet. Easy, simple job. Nothing to it.
And it's a friend of Thamar?
Well, I wouldn't know if it was a friend per se, but he said his name in passing and said it was one of his contacts that was close by.
How much are you offering?
If it's success, well, here's the thing. I can offer you 75 gold pieces up front, just to take the job. And I'll write in the letter that if the deal is done, the contact will give you, say, another 100 gold pieces upon completion.
And if we don't go to Crane?
Well, seems you run off with my 75 gold pieces.
Deal.
Not bad luck. He insights you right away.
That's a bad moment to deal.
23. Does Stoke have any intention on doing what he's asking? As far as you can tell.
If she goes to Crane, no, actually, I'm going to say no. Like, she doesn't care at all about this. She's like, same 5 gold, and I just got to find someone that I don't fucking know anything about. No, fuck this.
So Stoke is just doesn't even care about doing anything that he wants them to do.
No.
He looks you up and down, and like your reaction as soon as he said the 75 gold pieces, and you're like, deal. He looks at you and he's like, all right, well, you seemed to accept before I even gave you the rest of the information, so it leads me to believe that this may not be the type of task you're looking for. No offense. It just seems that your time might be better spent on bigger and better things.
Friends of Thamar, my friends.
Hey. No friend of Thamar, but if my dealings in the past have soured you to me, I do apologize. He senses the silence and he just stands up. He's like, well, see your big friend taking off for a bit. I'll just, hey. And he waves over for a second. The man who's been walking around making his rounds, Marcus, waves him over to the table. Have you ever... This is my friend Marcus. Though you don't seem to enjoy my company, he might be...
Fuck.
My God. It took me.
Impeccable timing, Thomas.
Damn. She tried to lock the door at me. She shut it. She said, no more. My bag. Did I told her I had money for her? I got it. Where'd Craig go? I got his bag. I got 1,000.
Oh man, Craig, I'm sorry.
Hi,
Hey, you gotta
Charles.
tell him.
I gotta. Where do you? Or did he go back to the salt? Did he go back to the spot?
No, Craig went to he went down that hallway with that girl.
What? How long
Yeah.
ago?
How long does it take you to eat a bowl of potatoes?
Did he leave shortly after I left, or like shortly before I came?
Shortly after he left.
Yeah. I think it was right away, actually. Yeah, he's been gone for a while. We should go find him.
You see a
You
little
don't think
like...
she murdered him, do you?
Here's Craig's bag. I gotta go.
And you see like he has a little like weird twitch in his eye as he's like, talking to you.
I'm just tired.
The stables are really nice to go lay down in if you're tired. The horses make a nice noise.
Yeah.
The horse is... He just like turns around and walks out the bar. And you hear it's like, are you paying attention or like to his direction?
If he, yeah, she's watching him walk out of the bar. Yeah.
As soon as he leaves the bar and the door shuts, all of a sudden you hear a murmur on the outside.
And at that, so it's like, all right, where the fuck is Craig?
Yeah, so another probably 10 minutes pass. He's probably been gone for about a good 45 minutes.
So is grabbing all the stuff,
Mhm.
not putting it in the bag of holding because there's people around. That's precious and needs to stay secret.
Yeah.
She just has a bunch of stuff, and she's gonna go look for Craig. The way he went.
Okay. Do you just go and you start knocking on the doors?
No. She goes and she looks through if there's like a keyhole in the door. Like she's trying to look through a key. No? Is there a crack?
Not.
There are 3 doors. You can make a perception check if you wanted to.
Yeah, she's just listening to see if he's behind one of them.
No
Or
problem.
else trying to see.
Roll my perception check.
Oh my god, natural 20. That's for 24.
Jesus.
What would you say, Craig, after you're leaving? Or would you let her leave first?
I think he leaves first.
Okay. So you're dressed. You're ready to go. What would you say as you're leaving?
I think that he's still kind of in that state of like mild shock.
Mhm.
So he just kind of like he gets up, gets dressed, walks to the door without saying a word.
Mhm.
And then he would turn around and look at her. Thank you. I guess. Thank you.
And that's what you would hear from the second door down the hallway. and she throws back on her dress, pulls it up, kind of does a little shimmy. Do you mind buttoning this up real quick for me?
Not at all.
And then she'll kind of like give you, run across your face. No, thank you. And she will open the door, and you'd be standing there still.
Well, no. When she did that perception, could she hear them in there having that conversation?
Yeah,
oh, well
100%.
then Stoat would, if she can hear her walking towards the door.
Yep.
Stoat would hide, and she would probably quickly dart back down the hall.
With your perception, one of two things. You could either try and run back down the hall and get back in the bar, or you do see that there's a Joradar, which looks like to be a public bathroom, just one door down.
Oh, okay. She actually goes through the open door.
Yeah, so you just head there. If you're just peeking through the door, you can see the whole hallway, so you would see her come out. And then she would walk down the hallway back towards the bar and leave.
Well, she's waiting to see if she's gonna wait like at least 5-10 minutes to see if Craig walks out, 'cause she heard him in there.
I think that he's like a minute behind her at most, because he's just like, straightening out his robes, making sure, he's presentable. And then he just walks out, goes back to the table.
Totes following you out, and she's gonna sort of just tiptoe behind you and try not to.
Yeah, roll stealth.
He's not looking, so this might be overstepping, but she gets advantage on that. He's not paying attention.
I rolled
I'll do a -5 to your passive.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 22.
Oh yeah.
Jesus, I don't even need it. Fuck.
Yeah, didn't even notice. You're quietly walking behind him. Seems in a daze.
Okay.
Walking out the door.
When he gets out and he can see the what happened to Marcus, by the way? He
walked away from that situation as soon as Thomas walked up and he's like, nope. I'm not getting any money here, and then walked to another table.
So he when he gets out to the floor and he can see the empty table, he stops.
So at that point, Stoat's just about to be like, what are you doing?
From behind you.
Christ. You can't do that. You can't do that. You shouldn't do that. That's a good way to get hurt by somebody who doesn't have as much control of themselves as I do.
Maybe you should watch your back.
Or maybe you should be sneaking up on people in public places. I watch my back when there's danger. There isn't here.
I told Thomas that you went to the room with that girl and he left, and I think he might be crying. I heard him scream.
It's for the best. Some lessons are hard to learn. That's one of them.
I don't really like it here. Can we go back to the spotted scroll?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna grab one more for the road and then just fucking leave.
Steal your car.
So he is very quickly gonna flag down Jaffe, just be like, another. As soon as it's given to him, slam it and out.
Yep, no problem. Roll me a Constitution saving throw. DC 14.
That is a 15.
Nicely done. Yeah, you're on cloud 9, buddy.
I need to be rolling like this for other shit. This is so unimportant.
You really do. All right.
So he almost gleefully leads Stoat back to the spotted scroll.
Yeah. So as those all head directly back, Compton and Reyna, what are you all up to? At this point, it is getting late. Let me check my clock. Yeah, it's around about 7:30 at this point, and you have finished up all of the documents at this point.
Okay. I have a thought. It depends on if you're on board. So Compton's whole idea was let's just not think about this tattoo problem. Let's have a good time and just whatever. And if this is suitable. We've been drinking, moderately so. And then just doing random shit, like playing tic-tac-toe. He's just writing on the fucking table with this quill because you can. You know, at some point they start doing like a word association game. They're just telling stories. And then I think if Crag and Stoke come back, it's to Compton reading the Crimson Ode to Reyna. Like doing voices and shit. You know what I mean? He's like, you know, and he's just like reading off the little dialogue parts and things like that. And there's a bottle on the table and it's fucking low.
And yeah, when the line when you guys walk back through, you hear Compton, Tabitha, my dearest, your father hired me to manage the house and his finances. This is unneeded, unwanted. We mustn't. We must.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Oh, Tabitha wants it. You can see, you can feel it through the page, Reyna. This is good writing.
It paints you a real whole word picture.
I mean, it does. And I mean, I hope Tabitha gets it. She deserves it. She's been cooped up in that house, living up to that expectation her papa put on her like that.
She needs it.
She does.
We'll keep going.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know what's in the book.
So you all go through it, and then as soon as you guys go through, you see the big reveal. I mustn't, Tabitha. I must tell a secret. I've been sent here to kill your father. And then they show up.
Oh,
at the table.
Oh my God. You gonna kill her daddy?
Reyna gasps.
Yeah, so with Craig, you would kind of, like, both of you would walk in, and then all of a sudden you'd see from the table as these two are, like, huddled together over a book.
Reading stories.
Yeah, no, go see what that's about. That's what the fuck.
We go over.
Craig will let Stoat lead him over.
What?
Don't.
Hey, y'all, what's up? Come sit down. Just move Timothy. That's what we named the scarecrow. Just push him. Tim, you need to scoot over for our friends. Sit down.
See, at the point when you guys look at, like, where the sack is now, Craig, before when you saw it with your perception, like, it was just a sack, and now it has a smiley face drawn on it.
Incredible. I'm so glad y'all made friends.
I mean, it's what we do. Hi, y'all.
Hi.
Yeah, this is a really good story. It's full of all kinds
Is
of
it?
Yeah. Oh man, Tabitha's having a time. I gotta tell you, her daddy's in danger. She didn't even know it, and she's in love with the man who's there to kill her papa, and it's just not a good thing. It's incredible.
Twists and turns.
Yeah.
It sounds like y'all figured out what the ode is yet? Why it's red?
Crimson. It's a different color. It's a kind of red.
No, we're not gonna fucking do this as the same goddamn color.
All right. Okay. Oh yeah, we figured out what was it that we did?
We read so many things.
Yeah.
Roll me an insight check, you two.
Which two?
Stoat and Craig.
Oh.
That's 13.
That's a 5.
Craig would pick on it a bit. They're feeling good. These two are feeling pretty good right now.
Good. I'm glad y'all read some stuff. I didn't fix. I got Joffy fixed. That's done.
He saved
Yeah.
Joffy's eyes.
Wait a second. He can't have kids no more?
Wait,
I
what?
don't. I didn't ask that. Actually, you should ask
would
about
you-
the side effects.
He's
of
such a
the
young
prayers they
man.
put on
Why
him.
would you do that to him? He could have been a great father.
I don't think we know how old he is. He has a drinking problem, so I don't think so. Actually,
A drinking problem. He has a mixing problem.
Wait, he's thirsty?
The one guy, Travis, who's been kind of enjoying your guys' libations every so often, coming over, he's like, Joffy can't have kids no more.
hey, I don't know who you are. Shut the fuck up.
That's true.
Travis!
Whoa, buddy. Hey, no, that's our friend Travis. Travis, no, yeah. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell.
I went 2 for 3 in the tic-tac-toe tournament.
He's actually
Wait.
real good.
No,
Don't tell
Travis.
nobody about Joffrey's no baby problem.
No, Joffrey's fine. Craig saved his eyes. He made him see again.
And now he can't have no
I
babies.
didn't.
Wait a second,
Oracle
Craig
did.
fixed his eyes.
I didn't. I took him to the fellow that did.
This guy
It's a
fixed
little odd.
Duffy's
I brought him-
penis in his eyes, everybody! And
Travis-
he wanders off. He's
Travis-
like, I gotta go see my
he's going
wife.
he's going to like jog up to Travis and grab him by the shoulder real fucking hard.
You're big.
Hey Travis. Hey buddy.
Hey, man.
I hear another fucking word about any of this, I'm gonna beat you to death.
Stones in the back. Fight.
And you see Travis goes up to you and he's like, on the nose. Don't worry. Bob's the word. Bye! Tries that out the door. Are you still holding on to him?
He'll let him. He's a lucky son of a bitch.
You hear him open the door? This guy fixes penises! Walks out and into the dark.
I
He will,
love
as
this.
he's,
That Craig
as
is
he's-
remembered for.
as he's walking back to the table, he's just like talking to himself like, God, I was having such a good fucking night. God damn it, Travis.
Craig,
I-
the penis healer.
Yeah, no, okay. So, jokes aside, maybe we can get some coffee because we're supposed to have a conversation with Luna Dream. But to answer your question from before, we did figure out what the journal said, though. Like all of it.
Yeah. Like
Oh.
the whole thing.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so we was celebrating with some drinks and just kind of hanging out, just getting to know each other. Raina's so cool. Does the name shit? Where'd it go? I have it in my notes. Does the name Voltus mean anything? It rings a bell, but I don't know why.
Does that mean anything to me? No, I don't know many folks.
Okay, here's this thing. I'm a little in my cups, right?
I can tell.
You looked
Listen,
happy
we're
when you
all
walked in. What happened to you?
We're all having a fucking Travis happened to me.
No, you
we're all
were
having a
happy
good
when
night.
you walked in. That's the unusual
Before
part.
the Travis.
Before the Travis.
I had a couple of drinks. It's fine. I think I also fixed Thomas's problem, but
His penis, we heard.
it was adjacent. Yeah.
No, that was Joffy.
Oh,
It's
Joffrey's
Joffrey's
penis.
penis.
Wait a second, Travis had a problem. Thomas. It
Travis
wasn't
is gonna
Timothy.
fucking
Have
have
you
a
met
problem if
Timothy?
he- Swear to God, if I go outside tomorrow morning and I see a single fucking person say a single goddamn word, I'm gonna find Travis. I'm gonna burn his house down. I can't say that with a straight face.
Wait a second,
Fuck.
we're gonna burn down Travis's house. I'm on board. I don't even know why. All right, okay, hold on. Can we get some coffee? Stowe, could you ask for some coffee, please?
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Let's loving the energy.
So here's the thing. Okay, I know I've been drinking, but I can't help get this thought out of my head. You know how Durant Finn is our employer, right? Durant is D-U-R-A-N-T. That's 6, and then Finn is F-I-N-N, I think, and that's another 4, so that comes out to 10, right? The note here talks about a Sir Dante Flint. Now, Dante Flint is a really close name to Durant Finn, and if you count out the letters, that's D-A-N-T-E, F-L-I-N-T. That's also 10. Coincidence? Unsure.
Why do you figure Finn's got 2 ends?
Because I feel like in my notes I wrote it down that way the first time it was said.
Well, it's because when I hear Finn, right, I think like a fish's guy, and
I
that's
don't
just
think
one. I'm
that's-
pretty sure that's just one.
Yeah, but see, he's a sir and he's fancy, so there's 2.
Is he a sir,
I don't
or is he
know.
like a sir?
I call him sir, so like.
I also call him
be.
sir. That don't make him a sir.
Look, the point remains: coincidences is stacking up.
Yeah, sure.
Also, I found us a master blacksmith.
Oh, that's exciting.
Good to know.
She's like, she.
Yeah.
That's awful progressive, but whoever taught her.
Papa, I think. I don't know that actually.
It runs in families. That's good.
But we did stuff. We didn't do stuff. I mean, like we worked.
We did so many things.
I have no doubt about that.
We tic-tac-toed. We did the words.
Yeah,
We did the other words on the paper.
that's fact.
And so,
Lots of
are
work.
you
We
going
named
over-
him.
Are
And
you
we
going
gave
over
him a
to
face.
Lunadrim and Ophelia still? Lunadrim and Ophelia are just watching that table with the biggest smirks on their face.
We need coffee and potatoes.
Oh,
ASAP.
Lunadrim's like, I have been waiting for a coffee request for about an hour now. I have to say, Compton, he's when I always feel that Compton talks at you. But like this, he talks with you, and he is pleasant as pleasant can be on there. He lost tic-tac-toe to Travis, and Travis is an idiot. And Ophelia's like, it's yes, we got about an hour and a half before Orsic gets here, so coffee, potatoes, whatever they need to be, maybe a third less than this.
You mean fun?
Yes, a little less fun would be ideal.
Okay.
So she gets the coffee. She gets Ophelia walks back, grabs a potato, got that nice crisp on it. You can still see. She's like, "Here, have this." And she just shakes her head. Lunadrim is just doing the shaking her head like this, and Ophelia is just doing the an admiration of I love this. I don't know what this is, but I love this. Watching those two.
I got potatoes.
Potatoes.
Yay! Wait, are they hot potatoes? Did you get your hot potatoes? I told Thomas you better hurry. You're just gonna stab him.
Yeah, but they're way better when you get them here.
Yeah. Wait, so did you stab him?
No.
Shame. Okay,
Through
that's
the heart.
fine. That's
Thomas
a crack
been-
problem.
Tom's been through a lot
Well, you
tonight, so
Yeah.
he didn't need to be stabbed.
Wait, what? I gave him a gold
Probably
piece to go
lost.
back to you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I gave
And
him
then
2
we
gold
gave him,
pieces
like-
today.
10 gold pieces to go buy. What was it, like gauze? What did you call it?
wasn't 10. It was 5, and plus 1 to go do it.
Maybe
So-
it was that.
6,
So you gave
Yeah.
him how much gold? For him.
3 altogether. The 4, he still gave him another one.
Yeah.
Y'all gave him 4 gold pieces, and I gave him 2 gold. He's gonna just live at Charles's. That boy's not gonna walk.
Well,
no
that's
more.
the thing, though, is I don't think he is.
Blindness is gonna be a forever thing in this town because he gonna lose his sight.
I think
I don't
that's a
think that
myth.
happens.
Oh,
Well, I also don't think that happens when you're not alone, right?
I don't know. I guess. Look, I've been trying to ride the lightning. I get regardless.
Oh, also, I talked to Javi. We gotta stop by the Sultry Apple on our way out tomorrow. I
Okay.
put in an order.
All right.
Something for the
For
road.
what?
Something for the road.
Tom's just drinking coffee. This is so fucking good. God, this coffee's so good. Have you had any of this coffee?
No.
Mm.
Let me-
I burned
Raina
my
will just
tongue with
take
it a
your
little
cup.
bit because it's real fucking hot, but it's so good.
Raina's gonna take your cup right out of your hand
Oh,
and take
yeah.
a sip and hand it back.
It's good, right? You want more?
Okay.
She's gonna try to help you drink it, but it's the drunk thing, so it's kind of like shaky. Like, oh, be careful. Okay. Y'all want coffee? Here you go. Craig, open up.
Are you gonna feed it to me? Yeah, sure. Fuck it.
Yeah, this go. And then Compton tries to give Craig some coffee. There you go. Stoat. Stout, you want some coffee?
God, is that black? What the fuck?
Well, yeah,
Morning
how-
coffee.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Wait, what's wrong with black coffee?
Then you didn't put sugar in it?
I'm already too
Goddamn,
sweet.
No.
I'm not. Fuck.
Oh, you could use. You look so happy when you walked in, and now you seem so sad.
You know, I realized it's just like, oh, this is what being on the other side of it's like.
Is it because you seen us and then it made you sad? Do you not want to be our friend no more?
That is exactly what it is.
Don't worry, Craig. Someday I'll just poof away.
What? I thought we weren't talking.
Yeah. Okay.
You said I should
Sure.
tell them.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is real. Actually, you're gonna poof.
Compton just is back like, oh wow.
Raina, in her state, Raina thinks this is like the funniest thing she's ever heard. It's like, yeah, someday I'm just gonna, because I don't belong to me. Why? I belong to her, and I'm just gonna get, and we're gonna wake up, and I'm not gonna be here anymore. I'm gonna be over there. It's okay.
I think
See this?
I think Craig's face just kind of drops as he realizes like it clicks like angry bringing magic. She'll take me to her. Oh shit! Oh fuck! That's not good.
It's okay. With the tic-tac-toe, it fixed it.
Yeah. And the whiskey. I think the whiskey helped.
I don't think it does. That it was real mad.
Yeah.
But we're not. So I think we're doing okay.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. That's tomorrow's problem.
We got a list.
I guess.
We got a list of things to fix it. We wrote it down.
Compton's gonna fix it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's real smart most of the time.
Travis beat me at tic-tac-toe, though, so.
Jesus Christ, buddy.
So, what are you thinking this entire time? This whole conversation's going on.
So, I don't think she really understands being drunk to that extent.
No, you have a pretty. You can take stuff like this pretty good.
And I just feel like she can't tell what's true and what's not right now. And she's just having a really hard time being like, what is, like...
All right.
Yeah. So, and hearing about the poofing, like, she's like, ha, it's a joke. It's a joke, right? We're laughing about this? Like, she's just really...
No.
Yeah. She's just people watching, stuffing her face with potatoes.
The bar winds down. Most of the patrons have headed out for the night. A couple people, as they're leaving, the ones who have been taking advantage of the libations that have been provided, they go, "The expat contingency!" Woo! As they leave.
Woo!
Who the fuck's that?
Yeah!
That's weird. That's us. That's us, Craig.
If you say so.
But I did. Well, okay, I did say so. I put it down, and then now they all talking about it. But they called us the ex-cons too, so that works. It's shorter.
If you don't
Yeah,
want to say his
for
name,
sure. Yeah,
syllables.
ex-cons.
For expat
Hi there,
contingency.
law person. We're the ex-cons.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Cool. No, that's great. You just you'll get it when you sober up, I'm sure.
I mean, Are you trying to imply that I'm drunk?
You guys would feel a little bit better because an hour has passed since everything's going on. So
We came up with the name before we was drinking. I don't understand.
What's an X-Pack?
Expat. So like, all right, it's kind of like a short version of the term expatriate. None of us together collectively is from here, but we's out here doing services for here, right? So we're helping places that we don't belong. So that's kind of expatriate, expat, and then contingency is kind of self-explanatory. We're out here effectively for a straightforward term. We're solving problems. That's what I mean.
Yeah, we solved all kinds of problems.
Yeah, I mean, we're nothing but a boon to the people
Yeah,
so far.
everybody but Travis.
Wait, what happened to Travis?
It ain't what happened to Travis. It's what's gonna happen to Travis.
Okay, that it seems to be Travis's problem. What happened?
It's fine. I think that we can all just agree that we're good, and we're good at being good.
Yeah. What y'all get in? Okay, I'm remembering you said you fixed Joffy's eyes. That's wonderful. We got to get them glasses. What else do you do?
Made some drinks, made some food. Ran Thomas half dead. Yeah,
That was kind of fun though, right?
of course.
A little bit. That boy needs to work on his cardio, especially if he's going to spend all that money.
What were you doing with that girl?
Wait, what?
Craig was with that woman.
What woman?
Like at the bar?
Yeah, you know, like the one that was like,
Oh shit. Oh, and Compton looks at Craig and does a. Okay, can I ask a question? And I'm looking at Craig, but I'm speaking to Stout. I'm like, so was it at the bar or was it like in the building?
like in the building.
So not at the bar.
No, he like they met and then they went down a hallway and then they went into a room. And the room they were in there for like at least a whole potato bowl. And then it wasn't until Thomas came back and asked about it. And then I told him, and then I what were you doing with her?
Yeah, Craig, what was it? Well, inquiring minds would love to know.
Well, it came to my.
Bet you did.
It came to my attention that Thomas, our ward, took a liking to a specific lady there named Jessie. Real nice. And I thought maybe for his embetterment, I would just have a talk with Jessie. Be like, hey, just like, don't. Because, like, the boys got to learn that there's other things.
Right. Otherwise, you go blind.
I guess. I don't actually think you do, but that ain't the point.
Right.
Really, even if that ain't it, he can't be spending all his time there, right? He's got to do other things.
Too true.
So we just talked about that.
It must have been a real detailed conversation, Craig.
It was a lengthy conversation, yes.
Mage Tower?
No.
All right.
That's it? Couldn't you have talked to her at the bar?
Yeah, probably. That is because I am lying, right? It's obviously Craig is lying, but it's even more so obvious because I rolled a 7 for a deception check.
Everybody can roll me. Everybody can roll me with an insight.
But I was gonna say, just like that should. And nobody's passive insight is beaten by that. I don't think.
Compton, just as a character, is dumb. Like I'm aware that I think I know what you did, but I can't believe it. So I'm just like, I don't know. I have to believe him. Why would Morgan lie to me?
Yeah. So anyone who would doubt Craig could definitely.
I rolled an 11. So.
Yeah. So he's rolling over his words, stuttering. Has the shifty eyes going on.
I rolled a 6.
Hey. It's a real long conversation.
Yeah.
Ow. Okay.
For some reason, she needed me to help her with her dress after the conversation. It's fine. You did hear that.
Yeah, Stowe, you have advantage. Yeah, you have advantage on that one. You wouldn't even know. You don't even need to check because you know. Yeah, it was only Compton and Raina who didn't know. You know.
I'll try rolling again, but like I
No,
really
you don't need. No, you don't need
No.
to. You know. You were part of the situation. You know what happened.
All right.
I'm not gonna say anything past that because like maybe it was just a conversation and she doesn't know what the drop thing was.
So as you're all sitting there, rolling down, the tables have started to dissipate. No one is really there. You see Lunar Gym Ophelia kind of cleaning up a little bit, and then you see Lunar Gym goes up to the door and locks it. Time has passed. The lanterns are turned down a little bit. You see they light the hearth to kind of light up the room, using that for the ambient light as night has taken its toll. Luna, Drim, and Ophelia both approach your table. All of you are sitting there with the scarecrow?
Yeah. Tim.
Yep. Since everybody's here, would this be as good as time as any to go over the events going forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, before we tell you everything that's going on with us, we've had a couple new facts come up, something about a mirror and
Yeah. I'm gonna give you the abridged version because we went and we investigated the basement at Carlar's because Carlar was involved. Now, don't say nothing to Orsic. That's kind of a pass is done. We know what that's like, right? So we investigated the basement. It was all burned up mostly, but there was a mirror there, and it was mostly intact because we figured it had magics on it. Craig done checked it out. Long story short, I touched it and a man showed up. And he tried to be scary, and at first I was like, oh, big bad boogeyman. Worse than the faceless is what he said. So they're not the faceless. They're worse than. And then I told him we trounced his little lackey boy, and he didn't like that. So he booped my nose through the mirror, and he took my brain. Like, just took it away from me. Through the mirror. Right. Which I know is possible, but that takes a lot of, like, top-notch knowledge. So, I guess if we was to, lead ourselves to believe that might have been the seer or seer adjacent, maybe consider that concept if y'all is trying to, I don't know, do anything about that, because he melted my brain is probably a more apt term.
Well, in the mirror now?
Oh, we done fucked it up. Like, my lizard brain said attack and just smashed it a bit. And then Raina, oh, sorry, you're right next to me. I didn't mean to hit you. Yeah.
It is not a mirror anymore, so.
It's a real nice frame.
Ophelia speaks up. Oh, that's good at least. Having something like that sitting here, well, would have made what we're about to do next a lot harder of a choice. She looks at all of you. I'll let Luna Drim explain. Luna Drim looks over at all of you. Do you guys want to say anything before she starts?
Stoat is gonna, at some point before this happened, she wants to ask Compton for his pen. And is there any paperwork stuff still on the table?
I'll get you what you need.
Yeah, so she gets the pen, and she's actually gonna take, if there's any pages in the back of that journal, she's gonna use that.
Yeah. I mean, I got blank parchment. Whatever it is that you want. What's narratively more important to you? You want to just write in that journal?
I want to write in the journal.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Then I give you... I'm just like, oh yeah, here. I don't know what you need
while
it
this
for.
is happening, Stoat's half listening while she tries to draw out those things, those...
Symbols?
symbols and make her own.
All right. Well, you all knew more than me. Ophelia informed me of her past, and to say I wasn't hurt by it would be a lie. But when you love someone, you have to accept their past as well as the future going forward. She informed me what you all did and tried to do to help her. First off, I appreciate it. And Ophelia looks and nods to all of you. I do appreciate trying. Thank you. It sounds like the problem wasn't solved at the windmill. I didn't tell you all this because I didn't want to worry you all, as you all had many things going on, but one of the town guards approached us approached me while Ophelia was gone, and I sent him packing very quickly as he tried to threaten me, because Ophelia made, as he informed me, a mistake. He had the understanding that I wasn't as strong as he thought, and he got the whipping that he deserved. After we informed Dorsic, seems he's left town.
That guard have a name, by the way?
Don't got the name in front of me right now, but it's the one who's been sniffing around.
The one we don't like?
Yep.
Son of a bitch.
The one that you guys had that big beef with?
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
The one we were going to paint the wall with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that leads me to believe that, and after talking to Ophelia, we both come to the conclusion they both speak up. Unless this is taken care of, there is no moving forward for us, and they say it both together towards you all. We talked to Jaffe yesterday. We were a little worried, but if we kind of overheard you talking, Craig. If his eyes are fixed, it makes this easier. We were going to let him watch over the inn and run it while we're away. Until this is yes, sorry, Stoat.
Don't let Thomas run the inn because he'll turn it into a whorehouse. Shouldn't say that, actually.
She looks at you.
On.
Do you say it or no? You can say it. Yeah. She looks at you.
Yeah.
No,
Half like this, like. Mm-hmm.
They both look at you. No, we will stick Thomas to the horses, but thank you for letting us know about that. We'll let Jaffe know to not let that happen.
Also, language.
I mean, it is
Everywhere's
true.
got its place.
Yeah, I mean, it's a respected profession, all right.
It's my understanding that's not the preferred term.
What do you like?
I don't know. I couldn't fucking tell you what is, but I know they don't like that one.
I mean, that is true,
Well,
though.
whatever colorful language you want to use. A little surprising from Stoke, to say the least, but whatever language you want to.
Is now I think.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I don't say this.
Yeah. We're going to be packing up, and we're going to be heading towards the Osar Hold and starting our search there for this seer fellow. So you would know for sure. You pass through the Osar Hold to get here. It's like the border garrison between this region and the region to the north.
Oh.
You would know this as well, Raina.
Mm-hmm.
I myself, Lunadrim speaking, when I used to be part of the Golden Guard in Kadric, a battalion is stationed there. I'm going to talk to some of my old contacts to see if they've heard anything. Then Ophelia pipes up, and then I'm going to, there's some more influential people that I may have done a task or two in the past that they wouldn't want to be led to the light. So I'm going to use that to try and shake down a couple leads as well. So we're going to be heading out from here and trying to see if we can find this seer fellow or any of his connections. And try and chase him down the best we can. If we keep moving, we think we can stay ahead of him. If we stay here, it's just going to be a matter of time before either I get put away for one of my old crimes, or he sends people who can give us a fight. Either way, both those odds aren't great for us.
Please be careful.
We will. Which is also, Ophelia pipes up. First off, I got you more entangled in this than I was hoping. And I'm worried that this may have... She's thinking, you see she hesitated. Well, if the mirror was who we think he may have been, you may all now be more wrapped up in this than I was originally hoping to get you all connected to. She'll put 2 scrolls on the table. I had some left over from the times when I was working, well, for Thamar. If you ever run into trouble and need our help, or if we ever get a lead, or you do get a lead on the seer, contact us. And we'll do our best to meet up with you.
I'm going to level with you. This is despite my better judgment from a personal perspective. But Craig, you still got one of these scrolls?
Yeah.
Okay. So can either of you cast this innately, or do you need the scroll to do it?
We need the scrolls to do it.
Okay. So here's the thing. If I can get the materials, which I think we've probably got enough cash now to acquire it, I can just learn how to do it. Right? I just need the one. And then that way we can keep the 2 with y'all. Because you need it more than we do in case you need to contact us or for things you got going on.
And if you're sure, then that's fine.
But we'll manage. We know what we'll get it done. We'll get you.
So, we don't know when you all expect to leave, but it's going to be about a week before we all head out. We think if we don't stay any more than 4 days, they are sending someone to come see us. Well then, if we leave in a couple days, anybody who would maybe be coming after us shouldn't arrive within Corson before then.
If y'all find the seer, you're not gonna just try to fucking off him on your own, right?
Well, that's why we're looking for information first to see what we're up against.
Right. I guess the thing about it is it's just nice to hear the words, no, we're not going to try to off them on our own. You know what I mean? Because you got friends now.
That's why I said if we think we need your help, or if you need our help, this is why we want to be able to contact you.
Okay.
And once again, I just have to say, and Ophelia sits down, kind of leans on the table. I apologize again for getting you all wrapped up in this. And she looks at Compton. But thank you for pushing me to make sure this is fully put away. In a case that you guys threw out the window, she's going to place it on the table. Me carrying this around will be painting a target on my back right away with anybody I meet. So If you all can find a use for it, great. If you want to try and sell it on one of the less reputable markets to fund your travels, I don't need it anymore. Looking at Compton.
Is it within arm's reach?
Yep. It's on the table.
Can I flip the case open just enough to see the blade?
Yep.
Is it the same material as those ingots?
No.
Okay. Closes it. All right.
You see, though, that there are, when you guys took the vials out, it was empty of vials. There are 3 new vials in there.
We'll take care of it some way.
Yep. And then Lunadrim pipes up. And just saying thank yous and offering aid in the future isn't really enough. And she looks at Ophelia, kind of gives her like a glare for a moment. Not an angry one, but more of a you should have known better than to get these kids involved type of look. She'll put a sack on the table. You seem to run into danger. And I'd hate to see you all fall due to your, hot-headedness. The large bag on the table. Inside you find 5 health potions. And you find 2 syringes with a bluish-hued liquid. And when you see the bluish-hued liquid, Craig, Ophelia gives you a nod. So it looks like she added them to a syringe, like if someone stabbed you with it, and then just they can apply it that way. Yep. So you have 5 health potions in there, and then 2 calm emotion potions in there.
Fire. And those are just like flat health potions, not minor?
Just normal health potions. There aren't minor ones. They're just health potion. Yeah.
God damn. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to let you know we absolutely need this. The door killed me twice.
Well, after Ophelia told me what she told me, I put her in the basement to make sure you had these.
You said that in a way that makes me concerned, but at the same time, it also sounds fun, so it's all right.
That's all we have. Once again, we apologize for getting you all wrapped up into this, and we thank you for helping us move past this. We're going to be wrapping up a couple things. We'll make sure to see you off. We made sure that your wagons have been resupplied with the food you need. Your horses, you should be good to go for at least another 5 days of travel with no worries. And we wish you luck going forward.
The same to you.
Yeah.
We hope to meet you all again. You're a unique bunch. Kind of looks over. Each one of they have a nod to each one of you, a certain look. Like Lunadrim looks at Stoat and kind of looks at Crag. More of a soft look, a very melancholy type of look. While Ophelia looks at you, Compton, for a while, longingly. And then Ophelia kind of looks at Reyna as well, knowing what she's doing for Craig. Kind of like giving you that motherly look, Reyna, when she looks at you and then kind of looks at Craig. And they all kind of giving you, without saying words, just kind of knowing that you meant something to them the time that you've been here. We're going to leave you to it, but there's one more person that told us they wanted to talk to you after we talked to them. We had to sneak him in through the back. He told us that you might have eyes on him. So we're going to leave you to it. We're going to go upstairs. Everything's locked up. You all enjoy the rest of your evening, and we look forward to seeing you in the morning.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, you break any of that furniture as long as it's minor, I commend it.
We like the scars.
Oh, I mean, the scars will be there, but at least you can use it. I get it, though.
They walk upstairs. They kind of give you a chuckle, and then they head upstairs. Ophelia goes, knocks on the kitchen door, and outside of the kitchen door, you see Orsic.
Yes.
As soon as they're out of earshot, but before Orsic approaches the table, Craig's gonna like lean in close to Compton. Fucking knew Pete was a rat. That dumb son of a bitch. I should have killed him right there.
Look, I'm thinking the same fucking thing, right? The wall would have, missed opportunities. All right.
Maybe it's time for a change of guard.
If gonna start killing the folks I think I should be killing.
I mean, look, you might be right. Except for me. Like when I make you mad, just kind of let it go.
That's fine. And once that exchange, she sits back up. Can't be whispering.
All right. You see Orsic. Roll me an insight check, everybody, as you see him coming in. Anybody who would do it.
Gaston's still half distracted by the book.
What was that, Craig?
19.
16.
Craig for sure. Raina, you catch it. Like he looks tired, but Craig, you notice like he looks worn down. Like just looking at him, the way he's moving. If he slept since the last time you saw him, it may have been like a wink. Orsic walks up to the table, all of you. Clothes a little disheveled, not as put together as you saw him in the past. He's holding a large case, a little wooden box, and he places it on the table.
Cookies.
Opens it up, and you see about 200 gold pieces inside the case.
Oh man.
I wanted cookies. 200 cookies? I would have fucking died. 200 gold pieces? Get the fuck out of here. Where are the cookies?
This here is for services rendered right off the bat before we go any further. And I thank you for that. Hey,
Orsic?
Yeah.
Hi, it's nice to see you. You don't gotta talk with money, you know.
I just wanted to get that out of the way before we went any further. It's I'm happy to see you're all okay. That's good. I also want to apologize. I did my best to keep everything under wraps, but the rumors around town about you all being deputized and what you've done have been getting a little out of control. My thoughts on, maybe there being people with loose lips inside of my guard have been confirmed, as 2 of my guards have left town. There's only 2 of us left right now.
For the whole town?
Well, we got everybody who does the rotations at the gates. But yeah, for right now, it's just 2 of us.
Is that Frank?
Yeah.
Frank's your guy.
At least, may have been blessing in disguise, I guess. I gotta ask, do you all know where you're heading after this? And if not,
yeah,
I might have some work for you.
What's up?
You know that guy you all tied up, hog-tied, and put in the back of that wagon?
Yeah. Seize the day, spelled the right way.
Well, that's what you all call him, but his name's Deanne.
Deanne?
Deanne, yeah. I don't know if it's a false name. He was just using DM or anything like that, but after working on all that, that's the only name I could get out of him.
You still got it?
I like our name.
Yeah.
You can call him whatever you want. Yeah, I still got him. I had to hide him somewhere. Because seems there's eyes and ears everywhere currentently. Well, or there was. I don't know anymore. It's just like you could, the exasperation after he says that, you can just tell he's wrecked. I'll be honest, I don't know who I can trust right now, who's left in town, if anybody. or anybody, or if I could ever trust anybody. Normally, this type of thing I would ask the church to take care of, as this is their jurisdiction, but they were more than happy to, the associates who left with your horned fella and the other two that I put up on the main stage, they were more than happy to take those two and hail them off. This one here, this one wasn't sold out by Thamar. So leads me to believe that maybe he knows more than what those other ones did. So, I have an old friend. Me and him grew up in Shaw Garden. We were both town guards there before I came down this way. But I was wondering, if you all don't mind, would you be able to escort this prisoner up there to Shaw Garden? Hand him off to my friend, and hand this note off to him. Right now, currently, we're under the supervision of Kadrick, and with that, we follow their laws and the resources that they send our way under the Baron who runs this region. But with the church, we send all of our prisoners and follow the laws of Shaw Garden. So if you could send this letter to my friend, it's a cry for help, really. This town's dying right now, and if we could have a large city closer to us helping us out, make all the difference. I know it's a lot to ask, and I'll give you everything I got to finish this, but you helped me out. You weren't, as far as I can tell, you don't seem to be afraid to fight those who do wrong. So I'm hoping that my faith being put this way is rewarded, I'll be honest. Sorry.
Two things, if that's all right. First one, if we was to take this job, I need to get Yor to hook me up with them manacles y'all got at home for personal use, because that's a slippery son of a bitch. We tied him up and he just don't get out.
No, he's already. I'm gonna provide you with everything you need. We're not just manacling him. It seems like he was trying to talk to someone at one point when I was outside the room. So right now he's gagged, ball gagged. He's blindfolded and manacled, because I don't know. That Thamar guy, I went to talk to Danvor. He just showed up there, and the things he did to Danvor in front of my eyes.
That leads me to my next question. You didn't kill Danvor then?
No.
Okay.
I went to. You all had it, and my associate, he ran back when he saw what you were doing at the windmill and told me, so I went to confront Danvor and tell him that the jig was up. That we found out the bandits, and that if he came clean, we could get past this, we could get ahead of this. And this man just showed up, Danvor's. Sucked the blood clean out of him and spewed him all over the wall.
You don't even drink message. It?
He wrote a message on the wall. He wrote, "The price to rule must be paid in blood."
You cleaned that up, or is it still up there?
I haven't touched it yet. I locked up the house. I haven't been able to go back. And after I saw that and tried to apprehend him, he just looked at me, and he knew my wife's name. He knew where we lived. He told me that if I didn't do what he asked and gave the people up who he wanted to give up. You met my wife. Sweet as sweet it could be. And he said if I didn't do and I didn't go along with it, this would be nothing compared to what he did to her. That's why I'd love to be able to do this all officially. Meet you at the town hall, the guardhouse, everything, to just show everybody that you're helping us as much as you can. But he said that if I showed any sign of not doing what he's saying, I'm afraid what would happen to her.
Is this the only request you have of us?
That's all I can ask of you, honestly.
Yeah.
Everything else, I don't know what else I can ask. I just need help. This town, as it is now, and with the way I'm under this guy's thumb, I'm not the man to do it. I need outside help. I need any help at this point. I can't get it out of my mind just seeing a man's blood ripped from him and just used. It's nothing more than ink. Thought about leaving, but where do I go?
I mean, you can always go home, right? Back to Shargard. I'm not saying you should, but I don't think you should close that opportunity.
If I leave, though, you'll find me. He already said it.
Oh, so he told you had to stay?
Said I gotta do what he asks.
Okay. I have a thought about this because we's planning to head out of town sometime tomorrow, right? Is that still the plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that we can't talk in the open, but maybe we can speak amongst ourselves tonight and kind of figure out what it is that we're trying to do, because this is, big call. And then tomorrow, one of us or all of us or something, we can stop by to buy some cookies for the road, and then maybe Yori can give us that note if we take the job, and then we can give you whatever information it is that we need to kind of give you.
I'll make you a deal. Yori, she drops off fresh bread and cookies sometimes at the local bakery, just to kind of help out and make a little extra coin. I'll tell her to make sure to drop off a new batch there early in the morning. I'll tell her to wait till 10. If you show up, I appreciate it.
Okay.
I'll make sure that the information to pick up, well, whatever Deanne, well, he calls himself Deanne DeGray.
Seize the day. We got it.
Seize the day. I'll leave notes of where you can find him, tied up, hog-tied, and ready to go. And if you don't show up, don't feel bad at all. This is a lot to ask, and you've already done me a huge favor. And I honestly shouldn't be asking you for more, but I don't know what to do at this point.
Don't
see him he's just breaking down.
Compton, if I don't know where he's sitting or standing in relation to the table, but if Compton is adjacent to him, he will put his hand on his shoulder, right?
All right.
And say, hey, look, no, I get it. We get it, right? We're not trying to, bend you over about this. It sounds like a lot of folks are finding themselves in situations that they didn't choose. So we get it. We'll talk about it. It might align with some things that we's already working on. So that could, easy answer, but we just got to talk. I do need something from you though. And it's easy, right? It's not, you're not going to have to go do much. It's paperwork and it's boring. Can you maybe get me an official writ of service just to kind of help us with local law enforcement somewhere else?
I can do one that'd help you in this region. That's easy enough.
Yeah. Look, I don't expect you to extend outside of your jurisdiction, right? Just because Shaw Garden is adjacent in terms you already sent prisoners. That way we're bringing a prisoner. Something that says, hey, this group of individuals is upstanding and acting in a tertiary faction to the law.
This one won't be Shaw Garden's a different district, but I can talk to the church, and I can try and get them to sign off on something that would help you with the church in Shaw Garden.
Yeah, anything that
Saying
just
that-
kind of says that we're not, kidnapping and hostage taking.
Yeah, I should be able to talk and see if I do a hefty donation, I should be able to get a writ saying that you're escorting a prisoner.
How much?
Well, it's all right. I'll take care of it.
If you're talking to Order there, you could tell them that it would go a long way to winning Craig over. I think he'd get a kick out of that.
Looks like you're weird. All right, I'll
He'll
see.
get it, promise.
All right, but there, and if you once again feel that you don't have to do this, but if you do, all the instruction will be there, and then all of that I can give you, I'll have ready for you, and just either way, thank you for all you've done.
Yeah, man. No worries.
Well, you all don't want to take up any more of your time. You all have a good night, and well, safe travels.
Compton stands up. Whether he's standing already or if he's not, whatever. Compton stands up. I'm gonna hug him. Oh, come here, man. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna give him a hug.
He'll give you a hug. He'll give you a hug back and like pat you back. The rest of you goes up and he'll extend his hand and give you guys all a handshake. Oh, good night, and try and get some sleep, all of you.
Hey, you too, man.
Gives that awkward forced smile, like, and then he heads out through the back.
Again, as soon as he's out of earshot, Craig is gonna look to everybody else. There's no way we're not doing that, right?
Oh no, absolutely not.
Like you saw him, he looked like he was about to fucking cry.
Yeah. That's a man in pain. That man's suffering.
It's a man needs help.
Yeah. And the reason I sent him away is because I think we shouldn't be charging him to do that either.
No.
Because it sounded like he was paying us with his own money.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like that, and he points to the gold that's on the table. That's fine. We can take that.
Yeah.
I don't want the copper more from this fellow.
No. I'm thinking we take the job. This does take us away from going up to Crane, but we was already having this as an option, and now this just kind of like tacks onto it, right?
Yeah. Well, Ophelia also mentioned that I might be able to find some good leads if we were to find ourselves in a bigger city. On my whole thing. So the arrow thing, now I've realized I have like 2 whole things, and if sorry.
Although still
Everybody's
true.
got things.
Yeah. Stoke, how you feeling about that? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we need to burn down the whole town. How is he gonna keep this place safe?
I'm not gonna
There's
lie.
only 2 guards.
You had me at burn down the whole town, but if we had to justify it, right, we could, because not only does he only have 2 guards, Charles is still a fuck. I don't know what his involvement is. I've barely spoken a word to that motherfucker. And then
Charles gave me a job, but then
What?
he took it away because I wasn't gonna do it.
Wait a second. What job did Charles give you?
He wanted me to go give money to like a guy in Crane, I think. Is it Crane? Yeah, he wanted me to go give a guy their money, but the guy was working with Thamar, and I said, no, fuck that. Fuck Thamar.
okay.
Fuck you. I didn't say that.
You should have told him that.
So, yeah, no, Orsick's got fucking snakes in the grass still. Right?
So maybe burn down the sultry apple then, if we're gonna start somewhere.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say maybe we don't burn anything down. Because it's a lot easier to change things than to rebuild them.
Okay, so here's my thought. We accept the job, number one, which means one of us has to be up at 10 a.m. to go out there. Craig, you seem most reliable. That might be you. I'm just saying we got to do
Fine. Fuck it. I'll go see Miss Shorley. That's fine.
Okay, so we accept the job. We got to pick up the documentation. We got to pick up a prisoner. I think we need to write a detailed note that kind of gives some insight for our good friend Orsic about the continued malfeasance. Is that the right word? Misdoings, whatnot. Right, because Charles seems to still, Charles still seems to be doing folk, and I don't think my thought about this is, and y'all can hear me out. I think he needs to understand that Carlar is a potential problem without necessarily saying Carlar did things already, right? Just to be aware, like, hey, if stuff was to continue popping off, that's a thing to keep an eye on. I don't know how you feel about it.
He knew that we were having our suspicions about him anyway.
Yeah, and that's.
Well, I think we gotta tell him what Carlar did so he knows what to look out for.
My only concern with that is I did tell Carlar that we wouldn't say nothing. Now here's my thought about it. The intent is I don't want him getting in trouble. I think we should be able to let Orsic know, hey, this had happened. Don't pursue it. Just keep it in mind for future instances. Right? I feel like that's an even trade.
Yeah, well, and I feel like what we told Carlar was we're not going to turn you in, and just letting Orsic know what's going on in his own town ain't turning them in.
That's fair. Okay, so we put together a note. We tell him about Carlar. We tell him about Charles, and apparently continuing to do illicit shit right here. That covers those bases. We do need to let him know that surfaces is a problem. So if anybody shows up with a random ailment that they didn't have before, or a random mirror starts showing up that wasn't there before, those kinds of things, watch out for. And then lastly, do we find value in maybe getting access into old boy's house before we leave?
I don't.
Okay.
But no.
Just wondering.
What if there's a mirror there?
Well, then definitely no. But mirrors are bad.
Yeah, but we gonna leave Orsic to get rid of it, or should we get rid of it?
I mean, I think we should tell him that it's a potential threat, and he can have like an arrow at the door and just shoot it from the door, and nobody has to touch a fucking mirror again.
Yeah, I think we just tell him to break all the mirrors he finds in that house. Okay. And then the job done.
Just to be safe.
Okay.
That's bad shit. We don't want nobody fucking with that, and we don't want to fuck with that.
Hey, look, from firsthand experience, yeah, I agree with it. I'm just trying to make sure we're not putting somebody in danger who don't need to be. I understand he signed up for the job. He is the sheriff, right? But if we can do it and it's easy, I'm open to the concept. That's all I'm saying. I'm fine with whatever y'all want.
I don't think you should go near mirror.
Look, I didn't want to go near mirrors in the first place. This one just drew me because of the magical potential. We're not talking about that right now. Okay. So are we deciding then we're gonna go Shaw Garden? Shaw Garden.
Yeah.
Okay.
So plan is wake up. I wake up, I guess. Go see Miss Yorley. Get all that. Pass off what needs to be passed off, etc. We got to go see Carlar. We got to pick up seize the day, and then we can leave. Right?
Yeah. Y'all, just continue that plan. I'm going to figure something out right quick. Compton will whip out a piece of paper. Or not even a piece of paper. He's just going to start writing on his arm again with this quill. Oh, wait. It can't because Stoat has it. He makes it disappear out of Stoat's hand, and then he remagics it in his hand. Just for a second, right? And he starts writing on his fucking arm. And I'll y'all talk.
That's how I'm gonna disappear.
What? You keep saying this. Is that true?
I think so.
She's got angry bringing magic on her arm.
How do you get it off? Can't he just erase it with his quill?
I love you too.
No, it's a whole thing. We have to figure out like how it was made and who made it, and if it was my grandma and if it wasn't my grandma, and all of this stuff.
a stupid question.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like I'm not actually saying, hey, maybe this, but hey, maybe this. Do you really need?
If you say my arm,
But I'm saying
yes.
they got arms where it ain't like a person arm, but you can just like put it on and it becomes a person arm.
I don't know if you've ever seen anybody shoot a bow before, but it is, you do need 2 arms.
I'll just say that there was a fella who was with the circus that came to town one time and he shot a bow with his feet. So, through God, all things are possible.
Yeah. I feel like not as efficiently, though.
Oh no,
Right.
it took him an awful long time.
Compton
Yeah.
pops in, like pops his head up from the right. It don't feel right either. All right, okay, guys, I thought about it. We need a message to Rant, and I have an idea.
Okay.
Tell me what you think before we send this one off. Okay. Currently in Corston, that addresses his question. Headed to Shaw Garden. Condition to be fulfilled related to book acquisition. Yeah. Should we book transport for next leg of journey?
Yeah.
If you're trying to confuse him, yeah, I figured that'll about do it.
Wait,
'Cause
why is that confusing?
I'm confused.
Okay, so I said we're currently in Corston. We got to head to Shaw
Yeah.
Garden as a condition of that book acquisition. Like, so this is to complete a side of a bargain to get that book. We got that book, and part of it's delivering this prisoner.
Okay.
The local
so
sheriff helped us.
condition.
Yep.
Condition. I know what that one is.
Oh, acquisition. We got the book.
But
Okay.
what do you mean, should we book the next leg of our journey?
Okay, see, that's news for you. We're in search of a tower, and damn, I don't remember the name of the continent that's full of plague.
Keith. Yep.
Okay.
Kathik? Yeah, we're in search. Our ultimate goal is to find this lost tower in Kathik, which is across the water.
Keith.
Katha. Across the water. Katha.
Yeah. So we're going to Kate, but we're not sure where. Is
Yeah.
how I understand it.
Yeah, it's like a treasure hunt of sorts. And so in order to get there, we gotta charter a boat. Charter's better than book, so should we charter transport? That's better. You right. Does that make sense?
When do we
Yeah.
kill
No, that
Samar?
makes-
When he comes around next.
Yeah, that motherfucker ain't. He's gonna be like what I was about to say was inappropriate. We ain't gonna get rid of him. He'll come to us.
Because
Kids
we
say
got
so.
the thing he wants, so he's gonna come and try and get it.
Yeah. Or maybe Luna Drum and Ophelia will find him and let us know.
But real quick, do we want to say this or should we say something else? Because we got to say something. If we don't, he's going to start having suspicions of his own.
I mean, I think that's as good a thing to say as anything.
Stoke.
Do we have to go to? Yeah, I mean, like, whatever.
No,
Can I have the pen
shit.
back?
You can have it back when you tell us what you think, and you're an equal contributing member to this.
Well, I mean, we don't actually have to go to Shaw Garden. That wasn't part of how we got the book. But if you want to lie to Duran, you can. But
How would you like me to say it, Stoke? And here's the pen.
we got the book. Meet us in Shaw Garden.
You know, I like that better. It's direct and it gives us authority.
Yeah, we can speak as our own people.
And it gives me more words to add to the end, which I like. Okay, you ready? I'm going to send it. You good? Okay. Currently in Corston. Headed to Shaw Garden. Should we charter transport for next leg of journey? Hugs and kisses, your ex-cons.
That's what you send to him?
Hell yeah, that's what I sent to him.
Okay. You get no response right now.
He's old. It takes him a while. Remember the other night, Raina, we was talking, and all of a sudden I just went, and then because I got a message. Yeah.
You know, I thought then that maybe your brain had melted, but then now having experienced it, that's not how that works.
That's not how it works, no.
It's fair.
Okay. What else are you guys doing?
Going to bed.
We break now. I'm tired, and I got an early morning. I've been informed.
Look, I'm gonna let you know I've been hurting all fucking day. I don't know if you knew this, but when my brain melted, it actually hurt like bad, and I'm feeling low.
That's
So
not good.
yeah.
You should have said something about that. I could have fixed you up.
No, we had work to do and you had things to do, obviously. So,
It takes literally 6 seconds.
Can I tell you,
What?
it kind of conflicts me a little bit that I've been healed magically so much in so few days. I'm concerned about the integrity of my cellular structure at this point. And it's not even magically as much as it's like religiously magically there's a whole thing there about theism. Bed sounds great though.
Yeah. Are we going to sleep in the wagon again? Or
I don't know if we got to worry about it as much. Do you think so?
All of the stuff is in there.
Yeah, you're not wrong, are you?
I mean, it's not our stuff, but like...
No, it's our.
It is our
It's
stuff.
our stuff. Okay, fine, fuck it. We'll sleep in a wagon.
all right.
I mean, y'all have fun. I'm going to go sleep in the bed that I paid for.
You don't want to cuddle? And actually, MJ, fuck, we got a letter. Y'all want to read a letter?
Oh, shit.
We do that before
Yeah,
bed?
let's read
Yeah,
that
Just
first.
real quick.
Before bed.
Just right
Just real
fast.
fast.
Yeah, I love being sad before I go to sleep.
All right, Compton. Did you handed Compton the letter? I've got it already?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Compton digs it out. It's a little crumpled. Oh, shit. My bad. Okay. Is that whiskey? Okay, no, it's fine. My dearest traveling companions, Webster Odeths. These is big words, folks. Hold on. I'm surprised MJ's just fucking put me out. Webster Odeth's dictionarium defines friendship as sharing one's breakfast. No. Well, I don't remember exactly. But there must be a picture of us all smiling in front of some kind of burning building, accompanying whatever the entry actually is. My time with you and Scratch has helped me come to realize that I may be running in the opposite direction of my fate. Ha! I bet that he said it just like that too. Ha! Who would have thought a silly little Kenku would come to consider himself a child of destiny? No, I must face my past once more, but now with the bravery and love you have all instilled in me, and I am eternally grateful for that. This is not goodbye. I will reunite with you, my friends, one day as an accomplished adventurer. Maybe I'll even do a fraction of the good you have done in our time together. P.S. Stoat is my favorite. Oh, shit. I just added that last part. It actually says Compton.
Give that to me.
I'm sure it does. buddy.
There's nothing here. There's no PS.
There wasn't, but it was good at the time, though, right? Stoat, you should have seen your face. You lit up like Santa Claus.
Does anybody know who Scratch is?
Oh, shit.
Was that-
We
was
didn't
that
talk
the-
about Scratch.
The little critter? I don't know who the fuck Scratch is.
Just a quick TLDR on this one. I met MJ when he wandered into the library I was working at because they found himself afflicted with seeing dead folk. And Scratch was a friend of theirs. And MJ talked to Scratch. Now, here's the thing about it. I have no fucking idea if that was true.
No.
MJ sure believed it.
MJ had a fucking ghoulie with him. I seen it.
Then it's true. That was Scratch.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. I'm glad Scratch had a ghost friend, or MJ had a ghost friend.
Named Scratch.
Yeah, but I just had a thought. What if MJ was a ghost? It was Scratch. It was a real one.
Then that makes us ghosts because we saw MJ, not Scratch. That's a bigger problem. I don't like that thought.
I can't be thinking about this. I gotta go to bed.
Hey, hugs and kisses.
Hugs, sure.
Oh, you won't give me no kiss. Just on the cheek, right here.
I don't want whiskey kisses.
I'll hold my breath. It's right there.
No, the tusks. Have you fucking seen these things? You think I can kiss anybody with these goddamn things? Not easily.
Compton starts to. Your sister may. I gotta go to bed.
No, I think maybe you finished that thought, actually.
Man, okay, this is a little embarrassing. You know how sometimes you're young and you're trying to figure out how things work and you just find somebody, you're like, hey, you know how to kiss? And they're like, nah. And I'm like, me neither. We should figure that out. I'm just saying, I could have been. Look.
So now I'm curious. I have to ask which one it was.
Rue.
See, that explains some things. Because this happened while you were Rue married a lady, so you did something to her.
It's the hair. It confuses folks.
I was going to say it was lazy. That makes sense. But
I'm here to open folk up to whatever it is they're looking for in their life. That's fine. It don't hurt me none.
You're doing great, but you know damn well that her tusks, when she had them, she don't no more, were real little.
Look, I'm just trying to say, look, we don't have to talk about this. You made it awkward in the first place.
I'm just saying your view of the situation is incomplete.
Probably, but that's okay. I manage
I'm going to bed. I was having a good night.
Wait, still no kisses?
Compton Funk kissing my sister. He's saying this as he's walking upstairs. These fucking people ain't got no goddamn decency. I was having a good night.
Hey, y'all want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never kissed his sister. She kissed me. I'm a kid. She didn't kiss me neither. But his mama, and I'm just playing. That was too much. I got to go to bed. It's been a day.
Let's go.
Fucking incredible.
We head out to the wagons, I guess. Oh, Compton's going to do a thing, by the way. When we get to the barn door, I was like, hey, I thought about it and I figured a solution to the problem. You trust me, Raina?
Yeah.
Cool. And he will cast a vortex warp and just poof her past the fucking horses into the cart.
How the fuck?
Yeah.
Compton.
She's gone. Compton.
No.
It happened.
She said it was going to happen and it happened, Compton.
Stoke. Yeah, I know. But this one's different because I was the one who did the thing. That was me. She's in the way. Raina, you in the wagon.
Stoke runs.
Yeah.
Told you. Compton closes the door.
You hear it muffled.
Compton takes his pants off so he can go to bed.
This guy.
He gets hot.
Stoke puts them on.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys all head off to bed?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Compton.
God, nothing happens on a 22, y'all.
Would you say that you had a very stressful day?
Was the brain melting today?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh man, that's a hard one. The morning sucked. The rest of the day was phenomenal. So
Yeah, we had a real loose end of the day there.
Like even though the cipher puzzle would be considered difficult, it's that kind of like really engaging thing. And so like if anything, that was a positive note. Spending time with Raina was a positive note. Getting drunk and naming Tim was a positive note. Like, so I leave that to your discretion because it's really hard for me to make that call.
No, you make that call. Like, I don't know how Compton feels at this point. Like, when Compton looks back on his day, was it like an overwhelming day?
I think in this moment, he's happy.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom saving throw just at a normal. Not disadvantage then.
Guys, we gotta get me a fucking cloak of protection. I gotta get this -1 off my fucking sheet.
Pup your fucking wisdom. What you need to do? God damn.
Compton,
Yikes.
you drift off to sleep. Do you want to keep this public or private?
Let's do it live. Let's just do it live.
You drift off to sleep.
Oh no.
And you feel like you're falling. You remember this sensation. You look up and the only light you see is the one far off above you. The waviness of the rippling waves, distorting the light as you travel further and further down. You're weightless, drifting, falling, and then you hit a hard surface as you slam into a floor. And you look around you and you see the walls that you've made, the walls you've put up to protect yourself, to separate you from whoever tried to take advantage of you in that moment. That drowning. What are you doing at this moment in time?
I think he reaches out and touches a wall to see if it feels real first. Like just
Feels real.
Okay. There's a slight bit of concern. It's not a panic because he's been here. He knows this place, right? So it's not an unknown quantity, but he's upset that he is here. And so his first course of action would be to try to remember where specifically within this labyrinth he is.
So you start to look around it?
Yeah, kind of. Without walking too much, but it's more like from where I'm standing, can I
Roll me intelligence check. You walk, you take a turn, you take another turn, and you can't tell exactly where you are. What do you do?
unwise things? Hey, Trevor. I figured I'd say hey. See how you was doing.
No response at this moment in time.
Thank God. Okay. I keep fucking looking, man. And I
You
think
keep wandering around the maze?
yeah, well, you know what? No. I'm going to try to build a way. Can I manifest a way out? Am I able to like affect the construct?
As soon as you try and manifest anything, it does not work.
That's normal?
This maze. You normally can make this maze into whatever you want. And as soon as you think and you stare at the wall and try and manifest it, you're looking at the process where you want to make the exit. And you focus and you concentrate. And too late, you hear as like tiles start to shift and turn. And all of a sudden, the wall that was the way you came closes off. And the wall that the way you're going closes off. And you hear the tiles turning behind you as you turn around and you see Trevor and grabs out.
No.
And when you wake up in the morning, your eyes go completely black and you rise to a new day as someone else.
Oh, comrade.
It's a bad day for the cuddle puddle, man.
Oh, lordy.
Raina,
Yeah.
you meditate
Hmm.
as you do. As you said, you're never in a sleeping state, but you're almost in like a haze.
That in between spot.
Yeah, you're meditating. You're in your space as you focus on the events, the days that you're doing. You're calm. You're breathing. But you feel that tingling in your arm, that ever present. You haven't felt this feeling in a long time. But either the days, the events, or the knowledge that you've been given, just your mind keeps wandering back to it. And you focus there for a while. Make me a wisdom saving throw. You're going to be at disadvantage because of what you learned today.
Oh,
That'd be a 12.
12.
Yeah,
So as
I'm pretty wise.
so as you're sitting there concentrating,
Mhm.
you all of a sudden, the area around you is more like a. How would your meditative zone look to you?
I think kind of like a shifting sort of like, I mean, think about like how when you're in like having those dreams where everything is just like colors and
Mhm.
nothing has much of a shape to it,
Okay.
except occasionally.
You see the colors shifting, forming around as they do, just spiraling around you. But almost like someone who spilt ink on a painting. You start to see these black tendrils slowly encompassing the colors, taking over the shifting, meditative, almost rainbow, multicolored, just madness is going on. And they start to fill. And you see as you sit there hovering in all these colors, the tendrils slowly approaching you. You remember, it reminds you of that dream, that moment before you woke up, but when receiving this, going through that ritual. And you see them rushing towards you, going. And before they reach you, you snap out of your meditative state. And with that, we'll end tonight's session.